trying to create the best show that I can think of.
It's that big Evil Knievel stunt.
Madness, the action, it's going down.
Welcome to Revel Surf Park, Mesa, Arizona. The stage is set. What a backdrop to make some history. This is full-out carnage, and we are as action-packed as we enter. We are beachside in Mesa, Arizona. We get a lot of beach, but not a lot of water. This is going to be one heck of an event. You might have seen all the hype, but now is where push comes to shove. We're talking about ripping it and gripping it, sending it up quarter pipes, dirt. We got 4 wheels, we got 2 wheels, and we have Chris Cote. I'm Jared Dienda. Thank you so much for joining us here. Record Breakers is on, because we are breaking records. We're setting standards here. About the cast of characters, the talent, the overall carnage. Chris, what are some of the things that go through your mind when you see this and got asked to announce this event?
You know, a lot of times when you see these huge records attempted to be broken, that's a one stunt day, right?
Right.
We're packing about a year's worth of stunts into a tight afternoon here in Mesa, Arizona. So we've got skating, we've got BMX, we've got trucks that are going to be flying hundreds of feet through the air, and of course we've got Colby Raha, who was asked earlier today, what's it going to feel like for you to become a satellite? And I think that behind us, these ramps that you see, they are as intimidating as they appear, and they're much bigger in real life. So we're about to see history in the making, records being broken.
You know, some torches being passed, and of course it all culminates here. All-American rejects are in the building, and that kind of adds to the whole punk rock, pop-up, whatever you want to call it, just by the seat of our pants. We've had to call some audibles here as far as some injuries, some jumps, some dirt, but that's the kind of environment that these athletes, these personalities live in. We have some historic names, like Moths to a Flame coming to Mesa, Arizona, dude. I mean, you walk in here, and they always say, don't California my Arizona, bro. I'm sorry, but we were chilling last night.
It's already done.
It's already done. I mean, look at this. It's so cool. You know, I lived here for 15 years. What a great addition. If you've never been here, this backdrop is super sick. This site, I know you surf, you come from the surfing, skating, action sports, you live in San Diego. What a great facility.
I mean, this whole vibe surrounding us is just incredible. Everybody is stoked. I mean, that's the word that keeps coming to my mind. You see a lot of happy faces. The fans have come out. I'm feeling like this event is going to be the perfect mix of fun and fear. Because backing up to what you said with the injuries and the audibles we have to do, that tells me that these are all very dangerous activities, correct?
Yeah, it just contributes to that, like you said, the danger. Some stitches, some broken vehicles. Fortunately, you know, some injuries, but not too detrimental to their racing career.
I'm gonna knock on wood right there for a little bit.
I know. I mean, you know, King of the Hammers is next week. You know, it's absolutely ideal conditions. Look at the stats there. It's 80 degrees. It's sunny. I got the short sleeve on, Dixon. You got the, you know, you got the full-on flannel. You look like you're ready to head up to Flagstaff from here, man. It's only a couple hours away.
I'm right on the verge of sweating. It does have this kind of a spring break feel today, doesn't it?
Spring break 26. Yeah, Daytona Beach sprinkled in a little bit of, you know, action sports flavor, but also, I don't know if you saw in there, wind, very mild, and that will contribute to, obviously, the big air. You know, Colby going for that over the mechanics of the surf park. He was initially going to go over the water, and we're going to get into what went down overall on testing this, you know, going from Rahaville, coming from the desert, and we'll talk about Alan Ampudia. We, again, Moths to a Flame, names like Fletcher, Stevie Williams, the Irons, Bruce Irons is in the building, and we're not even going to see them on camera. They're not doing anything crazy, but they're just participating because they want to be part of this historic event. Children of all ages from 1 to 101, man. It's just a really, really good vibe, really setting the tone. It's all thriller, no filler, baby, because again, we're kicking things off with pedal power. We go into some 4 wheels, some 2 wheels, and of course it all culminates with Colby Raha and the All-American rejects. So, you know, and Colby Raha is just progressively getting gnarlier and gnarlier. You know, if you look at his catalog of dropping in like skate tricks, and then he eventually went to Palm Springs, he jumped the V-twin at Sturgis, and now here we are. You know, overall, so let's take a look back at Palm Springs and what he's done, again, building up to the crescendo and keep perpetuating the stoke.
The goal with all of these records is to set myself up for the highest motorcycle jump of all time and the furthest motorcycle jump of all time, because I believe I have what it takes. Palm Springs Surf Park, that one had to be one of the craziest, gnarliest, dangerous jumps I've ever pulled off in my entire career because of the fact that those bikes aren't meant to land that hard on concrete. Sturgis was set up for me to jump the furthest ever Harley-Davidson distance jump of all time, which my goal was 200 foot. At this point, I'm just proving that I have what it takes to fill the shoes of a Robbie Madison or an Evel Knievel. Pulled that one off, and now we're setting our sights on another world record here in Arizona at the Revel Surf Park. I'm going close to 300 foot over a pool. Not only am I setting my sights on jumping that, I gotta focus in on the highest air quarter pipe of all time. I have the right team, I have the right bike, and the know-how to do it, and I feel like I would be not accomplishing what I'm capable of if I didn't go for it.
This is what dreams are made of.
Well, there we could see just chilling, man. This is such a nice Saturday. I feel like, again, it feels like Daytona Beach. I know Colby's getting prepped. We're intended to have him up here in the booth. He is his mindset, man. Again, having announced and being part of the Sturgis jump, it seemed like he was just more fixated. He didn't have much practice. This morning, the dude just looked like he got rested. He was chilling, had a little, you know, just a whole vibe. Would you agree with me?
Well, I feel like what we're seeing right now with Colby Raha, right? So, you know, superstar YouTuber, of course, X Games multi-medalist.
Yeah.
He's going from this, you know, action sports moto star to icon level. You know, he mentioned Robbie Madison, he mentioned Evel Knievel, of course, and I see his name fitting right in there with those two. You know, to go from a superstar to an icon, that's mind the pun, a giant leap, but that's exactly what's happening. I mean, today for him to set his sights at nearly 100 feet from the floor to the ceiling is something that obviously has never been done. That's why we call it record breakers, but the fact that he's just so calm, casual, and calculated is, it's really telling that, you know, we have this loose environment. It's a massive party. It's sold out.
Yeah.
We have over 2,500 people down here, and it is absolutely popping. But I love that the preparation behind this is elite level professionalism. Of course, these guys don't want to get hurt.
No.
They want to complete this stunt first try, and it just have this feeling, this overall aura that we're going to see an iconic stunt happen today. Colby Raha is going to enter the history books.
And that's where we're putting an exclamation point on today, because I believe he is a fool to do your dirty work. That's what I heard. So Grayson Fletcher towing in on an ATC. Grayson Fletcher, this dude, if you've not seen, he's been on the cover of Thrasher magazine. Yo, NBD, again, going over. This is just to the side of the wave pool.
We're going.
Oh, we're going live, baby. Grayson. So tell us about Grayson, because again, he's more of your, you know, again, we're talking pneumatic tires, but now we're going to urethane tires, skateboarding, Grayson. And the Fletcher,
The Fletcher DNA.
The Fletcher
DNA,
dynasty,
yeah.
dude. Saw Christian, you know, saw the Fletcher gang, and they're like, dude, this is sick.
So Grayson Fletcher is your favorite skateboarder's favorite skateboarder. He is an absolute wild man. I mean, he is the sweetest guy ever. You put him on his board, and he becomes an absolute beast. As you can see right here, getting whipped in on the three-wheeler, and we call this the NBD rail.
Get it.
So on the other side of the rail, we're talking a two-story drop over dry reef. There's rocks, there's sharp walls and ledges. So from this angle we're looking at right there, oh, it looks, you know, that looks not safe, but it.
There's Christian.
Yeah, there's Christian.
Right?
Christian, we got Nathan Fletcher over here.
Yeah, sorry, a little shadow there.
We're only missing Dibby and Herbie, else we'd have the whole Fletcher crew here. So what we're seeing right here is an NBD rail. Laser Cropper was actually going to do this, but like we mentioned earlier, you got to pull audibles. Grayson got the call up after Laser got injured, and he said yes. I mean.
And if you don't know Grayson, let's go. Come on. All right.
Oh, he's getting close.
Yeah, he's getting close to it.
And this is going to be cool because this has obviously never been done. This ramp was literally put in an hour ago.
Yeah.
So it's not like he had tons of time to practice. And he's flying. Is that a E three-wheeler?
Yeah, it's
electric.
Yeah, it is.
I've never seen that before.
It's an electric ETC.
Stevie Williams
yeah,
in the
Stevie
house.
Williams, Mr. DGK. Yeah, what a ledge. Yeah, that's that particular bike right there is a Rips Moto. They have two wheels, they got three wheels. Yeah, dude. like I said,
all the stars
Monster
are here.
Flame, dude, this is so dope. All right, Grayson, stomp it. Let's go, Bull.
I feel like this is going to be the make.
Let's go,
He's
Bull.
locked in.
Oh, he's got more speed. Yo!
Oh, there we go.
And is he trying to go to flat, or is he trying to just trying to hear some audio? Oh, he's trying to go to flat and then go down.
He's going to land on the bridge and then do the Euro gap down, which is gnarly in itself. But what we're looking at, again, 2 stories up, and there is no safe place to go to the left of that rail. You know, Grayson, he's never one to back down from a challenge, so I love that, you know, even with that last-minute call, he said, I'm in, and here we go. With the whip in, he is flying at this rail.
See him get that extra pull right at the end for more speed.
Comes off it, there we go.
There it is.
Our first completed stunt of the day.
So sick.
Hell yes.
Look at that. That was sick.
Dad's hyped.
I literally just saw him like over on the reef area. I said, "How is this, dude?" Was that Roy?
Andy Roy's
Oh, he's got
here,
one more.
yeah.
Andy Roy's in the building. So good.
Gosh, did you look in the crowd and it's like surf, skate, moto, glitterati everywhere.
I walked in this morning and saw them like just practicing it. They were standing up there, and it looks like Grayson's gonna go at it again, send it, pop. All right, and you know, oh, here we go. Okay, we got some BMX riders.
Yeah, this is Peraza.
Peraza's been wearing his helmet the whole time. Yo, Peraza, 360 down the left.
Oh, gosh.
Helmet, he's good. He's back, baby.
Okay, like we said, these are all dangerous things. Nothing is safe.
Dude, Peraza, we good? Back at it like a track addict, baby.
But that's I believe that's Victor Peraza. We do have
Victor
the Peraza brothers.
Again, this was absolutely just a last minute, like, why not? We're here. We got the setup.
That should be our catchphrase.
Why not?
Why not? Any major dude will tell you, when you have all this stuff around here set up, you use it.
All right, so Mr. Peraza, absolutely sweetheart of a gentleman. We'll see if he gets back out there. But Grayson with the tug. Oh, look at that, gaining more speed.
This is becoming a session.
Oh,
jeez.
Yo, and if you haven't seen, check out Grayson on IG. Dude, he's like, he's ripping, he's dropping, he's like at the Vans when he's smashing his head, like he's punching it to get hyped.
As if skateboarding doesn't hurt enough, he's got to hit himself in the head.
I'm just saying.
Grayson was in the running for this year's Thrasher Magazine Skater of the Year, of course. He put in so much hard work, put together 2 incredible video parts. One was just a straight up shred part. The other was a bit of a mini documentary, both made by Chris Gregson. But you should definitely watch those if you haven't seen them yet. You get to learn a little bit more about this beast of a skater.
Got hung up a little bit.
Well, the good, in skating, you make it once, right? That means you've made it. But I like that he's going back at it. Get a better angle, maybe a little bit longer of a grind. That's it, we're good. Thumbs up. Congratulations, Grayson Fletcher. A never-been-done rail, the ultimate NBD here at Revel Surf.
Yeah, NBD, no big deal.
That's what we didn't see is the other side, a drop with walls, rocks, about 6 inches of water. Nothing safe on the other side of that rail.
I mean, you've been around it, I've been around it, growing up in San Diego. A sign of a true professional is you know how to fall.
That's dry reef underneath him, bro.
Shark Reef, the Great Barrier Reef here in Mesa, Arizona. They moved it just for record breakers. They actually took a little bit of Australia, moved it here to Mesa, and just to give you a real authentic look. All right, Grayson shut it down, but we're back here in the booth. Again, Jared Dienda, Chris Cote, and join us here. There's a gentleman join us here in a moment as make sure, like, oh, what's Grayson doing?
That's the thing, you never know.
We just never know.
You never know, he's the ultimate wild card.
Again, building things up from urethane to 2 wheels to 4 wheels, and eventually we'll put an exclamation point on it with Colby Raha. We'll be right back here from Revel Surf Park, Mesa, Arizona. Record breakers. We're not just smashing them, we're breaking them. look at this. We're seeing this big, let's call it a sandbox out here in Mesa, Arizona. And joining us here in the booth is the man himself, put an exclamation point, record-breaking Mr. Colby Raha, multiple medals, and just kind of, I don't want to say the mayor of this because you're just wrapping your arms around everybody. Colby Raha, welcome to the booth, dude.
Hey, right on. Thank you guys for being here. This is awesome. Man, this is just such a cool crew we have out here. The Fletchers are here. Grayson, Nathan Fletcher, Christian Fletcher, Bruce Irons. Man, everybody is supporting this. Dennis Enarson, you guys are going to see real soon here on the BMX. Patrick Evans, Tom Parsons. I mean, we pulled together such a great crew, and man, what a show. Can't wait to see the BMX guys. Morgan Wade's here, so yeah, having a good time.
Iconic names. It seems a little sketchy, and I want to highlight that because when you get back there, but we'll get into that, but you seem really calm, man. We were talking earlier today, and compared to Sturgis, I feel like we moved Rahaville to Mesa, Arizona, but on some steroids.
Yeah, Rawville, yeah. So we basically took my setup, my replica setup that I've been training on for you know, the last few years, and I've gotten comfortable breaking the record basically out there. And we needed an opportunity to put it together for a live show, and this is it. I get to jump over the whole wave park pool first, though. It's the Danny Way style mega ramp. The distance jump into a massive quarter pipe. It's the biggest quarter pipe anyone's ever seen for dirt bikes, almost ×2. You know, and that's kind of inspired by Matt Hoffman. So out here jumping this wave pool, I got to go at least 250. If I go less than 250 foot, I'm backsiding that. And the runway is really short. It's only 500 foot of space to get up to speed. So I'm going
through traffic as well.
Yeah, well, you know, we'll see. We'll see.
Hey, Colby, don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
We're talking the numbers, and you know, your teacher said, all right, you maybe need to learn some math. This is where it came into play. We'll get to Danny Way as well, because that's somebody who you really admire. But let's throw it down to another member of our broadcast team, Kristen Beat. She's down there with Grayson Fletcher.
Grayson Fletcher, an NBD here at Revel Surf Park. Never been done before. What were the emotions? How fast is your heart beating? I mean, you were running that jam session like as if there was a clock on the wall.
Yeah, there was a clock. There was 10 minutes because I had to get it done quick for my boy Colby Raha to break a big record on a moto. So we had to do it quick, and I started thinking, oh, you know what? I want to try to grind at least like 4 feet or something like that. And then towards the end, I was like, I want to grind the whole thing. So I was going for it. I made it about halfway, I'd say. I don't know. I didn't see the footage. You tell me.
You made it halfway.
Killer. Thank you very much.
You can tell you really love this. What makes you so passionate about it?
My dad's right here. He had me on a skateboard since pretty much before I was born. So I'm a die-hard skateboarding fan. That's what it is, the love, adrenaline.
The love of the culture. You mentioned your dad, a former pro surfer behind us. Bruce Irons, also a pro surfer. What is it like to present this MBD? His uncle also, just a family and a community of action sports athletes around you. What is it like to present this MBD in front of that culture?
Oh, it's super rad. I mean, those guys, I've looked up to them my whole life. You got Stevie Williams here, legend skateboarder, street skater. He came out, helped out with me. You got a bunch of people, Andy Roy, super legend. So yeah, it's rad to be able to do something in front of a crowd like this. All the fans were super cool. Evel Knievel, all that crew is here for Colby. So being at an event with Evil's crew is insane. I love stunts. Skateboarding's cool, stunts are badass.
Skateboarding is cool, guys. I would have to agree. It's pretty cool. Thank you so much. No, you're okay. This is not ESPN. I'm Kristen.
So good.
Colby, I want to ask you, I know that you got a lot of love for skating, surfing, action sports, and I feel like you being the headliner here, did you kind of curate this whole thing? Is this by design? Are these all Colby Raha's favorite things in one place?
Yeah, you know what this is it's basically a Knievel model, you know. You pick a world record motorcycle jump. You know, and this one is the biggest quarter pipe. It's a hell of a draw, and then, you know, you throw in some of the best athletes in the world, like you know, Grayson Fletcher, the dude's amazing, and his whole family, and then you've got, you know, Morgan Wade, who's breaking records in his contests and things, and we get to put everybody in one spot with the surfers. You know, I think that's an MBD, having a spot where everyone, you know, surf, skate, you cover all the disciplines, and we got a world record trophy truck jump. You know, me and my crew, my partners are, we know what's up. We've been in this game for a long time. Action sports is everything to me. I'm crazy about it, passionate, and to put it all in one spot, this is a dream of what I think is the best show, you know, right now, you know, maybe ever since the Knievel. So Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. And then seeing it all happen right now, it's cool to put together. And then I can't wait to watch the trophy trucks. Can't wait to watch BMX. Dennis Enarson warming up. Yeah, I'm excited, man.
Colby, you are so cool and chill right now. It's admirable, because I think that's your sweet spot, man. Just seeing the progression of it. You talk about these names. Your name is already up there, but just the progression of it is so sick to watch. We'll come back. If you want to take off, you can. Or do you want to stick around?
I kind of want to watch, watch the live. Otherwise,
yeah.
I'm over by my bike, just sitting there watching on my phone. So I'd love to watch. These guys are going huge. They're almost going as big as dirt bikes off this ramp. It's amazing.
All right, so just chill. Again, names like Danny Way, Trigger, Travis Pastrana, those are names that you admire. But we'll take a short break. When we come back, we're going to see some BMX action. We're talking about Enarson. Obviously, we'll talk about Topa. He got a little injury there. Snitches don't get stitches, baby. BMXers get stitches. They're breaking them, too. So speaking of record breaking, we'll be right back. All right, so here we are taking a look at just this massive footprint. But I got to tell you, building something like this, had to work around. I mean, there's literally public streets you can see over there. Back to you, Colby. Let's talk some of the sheer numbers as we're going to spectate, again, some history, some BMXers. But talk about the numbers of your jump and what the record truly is.
Yeah, so the record right now, we measure from the top of the coping up. That's the traditional way to measure anything skate, snowboard, BMX. And so right now the record is 56 foot above the coping, which is the top of the ramp. And I hold that record from 2023 from X Games. And so my goal right now tonight is to break that record. I got to go 56 foot above this 30-foot tall ramp. So that's where we get to close to 100 foot off the floor. I don't know if I'm technically breaking the record. In practice, it seems like I'm going really high, but now we have the height pole set up, so we're going to really see exactly how high I'm going. And I got more left in the tank, so we're going to go for it.
Let's go for it, dude. All right, well, before we go into BMX, let's learn a little bit about Mr. Enarson.
And that first one is sometimes the scariest, because you're like, I don't know the speed exactly. That first one is the unknown. I'm Dennis Enarson. I am a professional bike rider from San Diego, California. Record breakers, they're trying to break records. We're coming up with ideas, trying to do cool things that have really never been put together before. The MBD Invitational, the MBD, has never been done. The whole thing goes back to the Matt Hoffmans, the Danny Ways, and the Evel Knievel. Come up with an idea and make it happen. That's what this MBD Mini Dirt Mega is. It's a little bit of everything from all the riding I've gathered over professional riding for 20 years. We got dirt jumps, we got quarter pipes, which is dirt and park, and then paying homage to the old school Matt Hoffman getting towed in with the dirt bike. So a little bit of everything mixing together here. I think once we get the speed dial, it's going to be fun. It's usually that first one, though, that's scarier than even doing the trick sometimes. Feels like a little bit of a celebration towards all of our heroes, and I'm stoked to be involved.
About being towed in one-handed, holding the rope. Nothing makes sense. We talk a lot about physics and these jumps and everything. That is one thing to me that is physics defying and super scary looking.
Yeah, you get the best in the world out here. They make it look easy, but you can see like the runway is not perfect. Like we're riding dirt bikes on it, so it's bumpy for these bicycles. They're holding on one-handed, and yeah, it's insane. Yeah, I don't know if any other guys would be here trying this stuff. Morgan Wade's going so big, and Dennis, so yeah, it's awesome to see.
Dennis looks like he just got out of the wave pool. The wig is flowing, the dirt's flying. A little sketchy. You can see like a little squirrely Dan going up to the quarter, the big, massive quarter. Yo!
Wow.
So sick.
All right, so he was just tickling 50 feet from the floor right there.
That ramp is so massive, and it's not exactly vert. It's like less than vert. So charging in that fast and reading the coping to pull, and that was just Dennis's first jump. And actually, what's cool is they're just going off of whatever the bike speed is. They're not like getting to go faster or slower. Once they're locked in at whatever speed they're at, they're locked in.
It's just, again, this just feels like, oh, we're going no toe-in. No toe-in. This feels like Rawville, and we're just inviting a bunch of friends over. And then, by the way, we're going to have a concert.
Yeah. Yeah, we got All American Rejects playing tonight. It's a hell of a crowd here to watch. Here goes Morgan.
All right, so Morgan Wade, just saw him roll in. Yo!
Yeah.
So the quarter pipe in the middle, that's like your traditional X Games style.
That is the exact X Games ramp that we compete on. It's 18 foot tall. You can see the size comparison. But to see a BMX, I mean, that channel gap's like 10 foot just right there. And you got to go further than that to make it over the dirt.
And this is not a typical course for BMXers, right? This is magnified about 2 or 3 times.
This is like the 80s, 90s. Like they're going through rough dirt coming in, and they're just...
Oh, jeez.
Almost a flat, dude.
Yeah.
Whoa, bro.
Yeah, crazy pull. He nailed it. Yeah, it's pretty cool to see these guys charging in, man. They're all having fun too. Like they all want to be here, and these are the guys we kind of handpicked to be here too. So good crew.
Yeah, you can just see the vibe up there. Kristen, we're gonna get some words with some of the riders up there. And again, just a total jam session, expression session. They're gonna go on the bigger, obviously quarter, the smaller, but all of it's pretty damn big. And to be quite honest, they're making it look really easy. But when you get those wobbles, you go to flat off of that X Games kicker, excuse me. But let's throw it to Kristen B. She's there at the top of the roll-in, I guess, the landing. Kristen.
Dennis, a 10-time X Games medalist out here trying something that has never been done before. You and I spoke earlier about the inspiration for potential records in the future, but today a toe-in into a 30-foot ramp, landing on the other side. What is that sensation like?
It's pretty sick. We honestly just started doing it this morning because, like I said, we're thinking of world records to do. Colby's going to keep doing these events, and we're here to support him. And Morgan and Topa have some pretty crazy ideas, but I was like, I kind of like this big 30-foot mellow quarter, so we started towing.
Mellow quarter, it's 30 foot.
But it's mellow. It's not like vert like a mega ramp, so it's a little bit different. You know, it's got more of like a skate park feel than like a vert ramp feel. But yeah, it's just been super fun, and I'm just here getting towed in by Jason and ripping with the boys, so it's pretty awesome. And then, like I said, just supporting Colby's world record and the boys setting world records, Grayson it in the rail, dirt bike homies, trophy trucks flying. It's one of a kind event, that's for sure.
Wade, Topa, the Peraza brothers, what is it like to be performing some of these stunts with this community behind you?
It's pretty awesome. Like, rolled up this morning and just Morgan Wade sitting up here with a big smile on his face, like just waiting for the guy to tow him in on a dirt bike, and it was already like eventful, like 10 minutes in, you know, so.
So I have to ask you about this toe-in. This is so unique to me. I've never seen this before on a BMX bike. What is that like for you to actually be towed into a ramp? How fast are you going? How do you have to maybe reposition yourself on the bike? What is that like?
It's pretty sick. It's definitely paying homage to Matt Hoffman. He probably still has the highest air record of all time, and he got towed in on a plywood ramp back in Oklahoma, and it's like one of the most epic things ever. I've got towed into some street spots where I didn't have enough speed, but I've never just like sessioned the toe-in over and over, and it's really cool because you kind of like figure your speed out and you're not super tired when you get to the ramp. Because like pedaling as fast as I can to this thing, I can only get like a foot out. And then him just cruising on the dirt bike, you know, it's like just let go of the rope, kind of feel out where your speed is. You can give it a little tug if you want to go faster. but it's pretty crazy. I'm still getting used to it. I was trying to do some more warm-ups, but they're like, so we're going to be warming up a little bit during the show.
Well, Jared, at the host set, you said it, the energy is palpable. It is electric up here with some legends and some icons in BMX. Let's rip this jam session, guys.
Super stoked that Kristen's here. She just was at X Games, Winter X, freezing, you know, of course, now it's like sun's out, guns out, baby, so let's blast. Hey, Dixon, obviously a big supporter. You got a signature flannel coming out, right?
Yes,
We
sir.
got a date on that thing or what?
Yes, sir. It's coming out. Stay tuned, September. I just heard.
All
Yeah.
right. I got some Dixon homies over here, so I want to make sure. I stopped by the showroom yesterday, picked up some gear.
My birthday's in September, just so you guys know.
All right.
Yeah.
The 21st of September? Do you remember?
23rd.
No,
I do
okay.
remember that date, though.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a little Earth, Wind, and Fire there for you. Speaking of Earth, Wind, and Fire, we have all the elements there from water, dirt, ramps, and of course the electricity. So let's get these guys staged and set. Again, just really building up to that. What we got jets. We got water skiing now. Little towing. We're gonna pull them across.
Yeah.
What kind of speed are we looking at here, do you think?
They got to be going at least 40.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh.
Yeah, and they just started practicing this morning. I think he's only been towed in 5 to 10 times. And the first few times, one of the BMX homies was on the bike, and he actually crashed because they're not dirt bike riders, they're BMXers. So now, yeah, and then now one of our buddies, Justin Mulford right here, he just hopped on the bike, and now he's towing him in. So they got a little bit more experienced moto rider here pulling him in.
It just goes to show you stay in your lane, dude.
Yeah.
Right?
That was funny. He like totally crashed the bike pulling in the guys.
Okay, now we're going pedal power.
Here we go.
Is this Peraza?
Peraza, yep, pedaling.
David. All right, so he's going into the more traditional BMX kicker. And by comparison, it doesn't look like much, but that's still pretty large.
Oh, it's
obviously.
massive. 18 foot is bigger. It's like bigger than the vert ramp at X Games. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's a huge ramp for BMX.
It's almost like you feel how gnarly it is when it looks like in slow motion. They're really going 40 to 50 miles per hour at this thing. And obviously speed is a huge deal. This whole event is based around managing speed. Colby, we were talking yesterday about, you're going to be landing at 80, but you got to drop it down to about 50 before you get to the ramp. So speed management is huge at record breakers.
Yeah, that's the toughest part about this thing is the jump over the pool is tough, but then landing, downshifting, hitting the brakes, setting up, and then hitting the quarter in one shot. So
that's a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
Topa here, he's holding on with the glove. He has stitches underneath that Dixon glove. He got 7 stitches yesterday. That's why he was going to go for the biggest BMX flare, and that's massive in itself.
That was plenty big.
That was massive.
That was huge.
7 stitches on his hand, on that grip hand on the left, and he popped a couple. I was talking to him earlier, and he's like, I'm still just going to send it, dude. So you got to love just the tenacity.
He's the one that crashed the dirt bike. Maybe that's how he popped the stitches, but yeah. Now, Topa's killing it. He's going huge on BMX. Yeah, and he crashed on the ramp and cut his hand open the other day.
All right, so back to Dennis. Just, again, the one hand. Dennis going for the big, even higher. So what'd that look like?
I was just watching the style. I didn't even see how high he went, but yeah, he's going huge. He's got to be going close to 10 out of that thing, and I'm sure if he had more speed, he'd be going even higher. I mean, I'm sure if he spent the whole day, he could be going at least, 20. I've seen Dennis do insane stuff on a bike, but they're just getting warmed up. It's really cool to see.
Hey, we're talking about Topa and giving us flowers. Let's learn a little bit more about Mr. Topa.
My name's Andrew Topa, and I'm a pro BMX rider. Mostly ride dirt, but I pretty much ride everything. We're out here right now, warming up, getting ready for this Record Breakers event. Every Record Breakers event so far has been absolutely crazy. It's live in person, you get to see it done first go. I'm gonna get towed into the 18-foot quarter for moto, and I'm going for the highest flare ever done on BMX. I'm going to pretty much go for 20, 25 feet. To take off on the moto ramp, to do the world's highest flare on BMX, I'm definitely gonna have to get pulled in by a dirt bike. Not sure exactly how fast I'm going to go yet, but I'm going out there a couple days early. That way I can get a couple practice hits in before the actual event. And yeah, we'll see how it goes.
In their voices, super sick. Colby, I know you got a jet. Anything else you want to add?
No, I'm just excited, man. I really appreciate everybody supporting this event. You know, this is a dream for me to get this opportunity. Huge honor. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to do my best and send it. And if I land it, I know it's going to be a world record. So thank you, everybody, for watching. Hyped to see this crowd growing right here as we bring everybody to the quarter. And everyone at home, thank you for being involved, record breakers. We're gonna keep going. If I land this, I'm gonna go for the biggest jump of all time, furthest distance. So yeah, thank you guys for the support.
Dude, awesome, thank you. You got the blessing of so many legends. Obviously Evel Knievel, but like I said, Danny Way, I know this is kind of a homage to Mega Ramp. You have people that originally put that together. So sick. Thank you so much, Colby.
Amazing crew, thank you guys. Okay,
yeah.
have fun.
Dude, have fun. Yeah, dude, I mean, we're sitting on holding out this couch. Dude, we're doing the world record. Chris Pashas is calling. He's so excited, dude. Dune is on the phone, baby.
Oh my gosh! I mean, you know that there's a huge audience because there's really something for everyone, especially thrill seekers or those of us. You know, I put myself in this category who like to watch people do dangerous things for my own benefit.
Dude, armchair expert.
Well, you know what's crazy? So my son and I went up and we kind of walked the course, right? The landing ramp, and that's just standard wood. But this huge quarter pipe, you go up close to that thing, it is the ultimate cheese grater.
Yeah.
If you fall on that thing, it's not like a smooth, it's just these almost like quarter-sized holes.
Right.
It's perforated, so the moto, you know, the moto tires can really grip it, but you can kind of see it right here.
Yeah.
Again, if you land on that, like that is a human
It'll
cheese
chew
grater.
you up.
It's terrifying.
It's not just sliding down and bailing and sliding
No,
to your knees
no.
like on your knee pads you know. And these guys, look, I mean, they're rocking helmets. They're rocking just a classic bucket, dude, like a Pro Tech. But you're seeing some gloves.
BMX riders are different. They're a different breed. I mean, these guys, I've never seen a BMX rider who wasn't covered in dirt.
Totally.
24/7. Blood and
massive Popeye forearms,
oh, yeah.
for one. And obviously just big calves, and you know, the pedal power is so sick. And you know, everybody brings up Matt Hoffman, you know, when it comes to the BMX stunts. But you know, Jamie Bestwick, obviously Dave Mira, Chad Kagi, you know, so many different people. But obviously we are, okay, what do we got here? We're getting staged for something big, Kristen.
But I want to show you guys his right elbow. This is a warrior out here doing work, about ready to hit the ramp, and full send warrior down here, guys. This is not AI, this is real life. These guys fully send it, put it all on the line, just for us fans.
There's a swellbow with blood on top.
Dude, look at this, and smiles.
Does somebody have a wet wipe? Yeah, these, like I said, BMX riders, guys, girls, they're gnarly. They're like, you get to this level, you have had to slam thousands of times, and they are some of the toughest athletes we have in action sports.
And this is like we keep talking about it, but it bears repeating, like melding the roll-in, the dirt. I mean, this isn't Sheep Hills. This isn't a curated thing. And also calling an audible, Morgan Wade, I mean, he's like a running back. Like, he's a dense dude, like physically. So to get vertical like that is absolutely impressive. But you know, he rocks the Hoffman, Texas M Wade. Like, was Wade the dude that wore the cape back in the day, like when he did Mega? I think it was like the red, white, and blue. Like, he's just a go hard dude. Like you said, a different breed. This should be my run, yeah. Here, let's listen in. He says this should be my run. Let's do it.
He's chilling.
All right. Yeah.
I would be shaking.
Whoa! Right out the gate, sitting in the saddle, catching some speed, big, massive whip.
Oh gosh.
Oh, make some noise. He's good.
You know, that's a crash that would send 99.9% of humans
smoke.
You know, to the ice bath. Yeah. He's laughing. He's laughing at it.
That's the sign of a professional. You know how to fall. Just barrel that out. Look at big whip.
The sheer scale of these ramps is, it's hard to tell when you're watching your screen, but we turn around and look at it, it doesn't this is not a BMX course. This is not a BMX course. Am I right? This is a motocross course, and these
Real quick,
guys.
watch the tow motorcycle. He almost got sketched out too.
Yeah, this is.
Oh,
jeez.
Hey, look,
his mustache saved him.
Dude, big black cow, dude. That's just a big black cow, man. Big, massive meat pile right there. Peraza, he has not taken his helmet off from yesterday.
He sleeps in it.
The 360 GoPro capturing the footage. Super hyped on that. But again, did you see the dirt bike almost get, like when he towed in Morgan, he almost went off the side?
Well, you know, everyone's putting it on edge. We're living on the edge over here in Mesa, Arizona at Revel Surf.
A little Aerosmith for you?
Yeah,
living on the
why
edge.
not? You know, bring it all.
All right.
Because again, I'm looking at the crowd that we have here. It is an eclectic mix. We're looking at a melting pot of moto fans, skate fans, surf fans, BMX fans, accidental tourists that just showed up to Revel Surf to hang out at the beach, and meanwhile they're walking into potential history book type of situation. So I know that this sold out crowd is hyped to be here. It's been a party since about 8 o'clock this morning, and it's like when you have stunts like this involved, there's a really cool nervous energy that I know everyone's feeling right now.
Yeah, it's that ruler in the sky just shows you. Think 100 feet. That's a 10-story building because every story, right? You live in a 2-story house. On average, 20 feet tall. That's a 10-story building for a unit of measure. And again, Colby talks about that. 56. All right, here we go. Pedaling in, not with the toe in.
Flying.
Okay.
I mean, full props for the pedaling because what would be scarier? I think towing in behind the motorcycle has its own kind of fear element to it. But pedaling towards a ramp this big has to be scary in itself.
It just all of it's just really fun, and this is uncharted territory. That's just when we talk about it, look, he's rocking Pat Casey forever on his shirt. We know we lost Pat Casey a couple years ago, and what a legend. They held at X Games in his backyard. Just one of those, another rider that just kept pushing and pushing, and that's a harsh reality of these guys know what's at stake here, and they want to put smiles on faces. They want to elevate the game, literally and figuratively. What?
Wow, that was perfect.
Massive.
That was perfect.
Massive flare, dude, and clean, tidy, dude. Give him a scalpel. He's gonna perform surgery on Morgan Wade's swellbow. Amazing.
That's why he is considered the next. He is entering GOAT territory. Andrew Topa, that flare. I mean, that was. You look up flare in the dictionary. I know this is a cliche. Look up flare in the dictionary. I think that's what we see.
Absolutely. Not just for TGI Fridays. The flare exists outside of TGI Fridays.
This is the good kind of flare.
You have the standard minimum amount of flare. Mr. Topa has the extraneous maximum amount of flare. Look at this toe in. Boom, the bike's got to get out of the way, drops in. And Topa, talking to him again earlier, he's like, yeah, I'll try, I'll go. This is where the adrenaline kicks in. All right, screw it. My hand's a little banged up, but why not? When are we going to have this scenario again? You can't just do this on every Saturday. This is where it's like, kids, don't try this at home.
A lot of planning.
Maybe in video games. There's other, action sports events. But the curation of this sandbox, obviously the surf, the surf pool, the this, the that, all this coming together. Thank you to Revel Surf Park for opening their gates and their hearts to what is Record Breakers. All right, Dennis. What's Dennis got? What do you think?
Something huge.
I think he's gonna go for a whip. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yep. That.
All right. Not feeling. Back it up. Back it up, Terry.
That was a slight miscommunication.
Put it in reverse, Terry.
Went really bad. But these guys laughed it off. They go, okay, now I'm ready. I like this is a jerry-rigged tow rope situation as well. So that's like not a thing you can buy in the store. I'm taking.
No.
That was made this morning.
All right, Enarson, we saw the whip. Let's see if he nays. Big one. Oh, even bigger.
Oh, that landing. I mean, you can just tell how hard that landing was. Showed us that is really gnarly. And props to our tow-in moto rider. That's one of Colby's homies. He mentioned his name earlier on, but he's doing double duty because he's whipping these guys in, and then he has to hit that landing ramp and quickly do a 180 and get back out and get out of the way.
What are we talking about here?
The
Dennis or Topa? Oh, the moto.
Yeah.
The towing. Yeah, yeah.
Colby's homie.
Yeah. Colby's homie stepped in because, again, Topa got hurt on the, again, stay in your lane. You know, again, some of these skills don't actually 100% transition to other disciplines. That's where, you know, it is amazing to see some of these athletes, these specimens, risk takers, record breakers, step into different sports. It's totally admirable. It's cool. See Eric Sorensen up there with Kristen. He helped really curate this event with Colby, just slowly progressing. You know, he's part of the Weed Maps camp, and you know, just seeing them jump on board with Colby and his program. He's worked with them for quite a few years, and it's really cool. What are we looking at here? Just basic, not basic, but just we got a cracked frame. Look at that swell bow, Chris.
Bro.
Dude.
Bro, I can't not, I don't want to look at it, but I can't not look at it. It's huge. That's a baseball-sized swell bow.
Skinny getting the local crowd hyped. Just tucked on the seat. He's going for it. Morgan, big flare, boom.
There we go.
Makes it look so easy.
Nailed it.
Makes it look so easy.
And
look at that.
And the bike's done.
Oh, bike smoked. No chain.
We don't need chains where we're going.
Don't need no stinking chains.
Throw the bike into the crowd. Well, maybe don't throw it into the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Hand it to someone. This is radical right here.
Just so tidy. Bang, bolts.
Yeah, perfect
rubber.
landing.
Stomped it. Oh, Kristen, I mean, this is so sick. Kristen, up to you to top of the roll-in.
He's watching it back now in live time. Morgan, you stomped it.
Yeah, it's nice to be rubber side down for a change and not have like a cheek bruise. And
You were bleeding on your tools.
so, yeah, there's blood on my tools, but you don't need to pedal when you're getting towed in, so.
Always a good thing.
Like Morgan Wade.
Coming from Dennis.
Like human beings. Morgan Wade, there's nobody like him. He's the top of the food chain of all human beings. That fall was so gnarly and he made it look like nothing. The slow-mo, he's dragging his face on the ground.
And then he went out and stomped it.
Let me say, Dennis, it hurt. But we're okay.
So is the bike done for today? Was that your finale?
No, I'm gonna do some more runs. I just can't pedal. I mean, look at the pedals.
But do we need a chain to do this?
No, I'm getting towed in, so it's fine.
Let's just let her rip, guys.
Dude,
yeah,
this
that's the catchphrase, let her rip.
Let her rip tater
Bro's
chip,
got
dude.
no chain, and he's gonna go upside down.
You know,
normal?
there's a rapper named 2 Chainz, but he's no chains.
Yeah.
Dude, let's get it.
There's a lot of abnormal activities happening here already, and we're just getting started.
Absolutely calling the audible, and this just adds to a word that, you know, you really don't want to kind of associate with executed, you know, scheduled. It's just a little sketch.
Yeah.
But the sketch makes it that much more fantastic when you nail it. And, you know, even that, going up the smaller, and again, we got the Peraza bros out here, David and Victor, and these guys go 4 wheels, 2 wheels. I understand they drift. I was talking to Victor yesterday, and he's like, oh, my brother's building an S chassis. But so I was stoked. I announced Formula Drift. Chris, we got to get you in a drift car, dude. You want to go send it, dude?
Can I sit in the back, or do I have to say shotgun?
You get to drive.
Oh, I get to drive?
No,
yeah. Oh,
you don't get to drive.
Okay.
Not at all. Not at all.
I get to drift. I'll drift with you. I'll stop the world and drift with you. All right?
I knew it was going there. We're just 2 dads doing Steely Dan jokes up here whenever we can.
Just 2 excitement enthusiasts getting into it here. So yeah, we've got thousands of people sold out. This event sold out like a week ago.
Yeah.
It was really the hottest ticket in Mesa, Arizona. And we see some surfers ripping in the wave pool.
And there's the monolithic structure behind them, dude. Grayson Fletcher, Christian just grabbing a salad and a soda, just hanging out. The classic Elvis Black Flies. Those are dude, the old school like 90s jams. Dude, ledge over here.
Everywhere you look, something radical is happening. Dude. I love that.
Yeah. All right, so hyping up. Okay, again, look at shredding the waves off in the backdrop.
Oh,
look at the magnitude.
That's Jacob Zeke. Zeke's in the pool.
Whoa!
Oh gosh. Ow.
He's good.
How?
Safe.
That was gnarly.
I'm busting an ankle, dude. Dude, I hurt myself walking this morning.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, you can tell that was a stinger there.
Yeah.
He
walk off the pain. Walk off the pain.
He free fell from about 15 feet straight to flats.
No Tom Petties were hurt in the making of this free fall.
That was gnarly. Well, you know, of course, with an event like this, I'm only going to say it once. We do have
medical staff,
an incredible staff here. We're not going to have to use them. I got a good feeling about that.
Yep.
Nice and clean all afternoon. We're knocking on wood all day long. There's the replay.
Look at Dennis, the GoPro crew's over there.
Oh, you could just see.
Oh, what was he going for? It's like he was trying to do, he did half of 2 tricks.
Yeah, half a flare, half a Superman.
Yeah, and here's Morgan's just clean, big whip. This is his bail, bang.
Oh,
but then he backed it up. He got back on no chain.
Jeez.
Face slam.
How do you get back on your bike after slamming like that and do the same trick? That is grit right there, true grit.
In his arm. He's got like a nice 5 grit.
We're gonna need an ice pack, folks.
Just 5 grit. Look at that, no chain. And again, Morgan, like I said, he's just a big, dense meat pie, dude. Look at this guy.
This kid is back on the escalator. Come on. I mean, you know, and this shows you, right? This is a really clear evidence that these guys love what they do.
Yep.
They live this.
All right, what's Morgan got? I mean, we did a whip, we did a flare.
Okay, hold on. Can you balance me?
Let's listen.
I gotta get my pedals right because I don't have a chain. It doesn't matter.
Get my pedals right. Because they won't stay. So he's going.
Yep.
Obviously 3 and 9 o'clock. Go flat. No chain on the bike, so he can't pedal anymore. What?
That was sick.
One-handed tweaked it. Steezy. Now it's like leveling up.
He's tough and he's got style.
There's levels to the game, dude. Just leveling up.
And that Swobo's only growing.
Is it raining? Is it pouring?
It's raining BMXers right now.
Big flare.
He was above the landing ramp right there.
Yeah.
That was huge.
It's 50 feet.
That was huge.
And that's after nailing something, but then falling from about 45. Shut the front door.
Come on.
I do love that Topa's rocking the Pat Casey forever. And again, you know, legends like Kagi, Kramer, Mira, Bestwick, you know, there's BMX, and of course, just Hoppins, the big one. What a beautiful day, I just got to add.
I agree with you.
Dennis was just saying, my hero, dude. What a ledge. And smiling. Stoked. Again, you can see so many companies. You got Dime Industries supporting. Weed Maps, Dixon, GoPro.
There's going to be some really good
Fortune.
There's going to be some killer GoPro footage from this.
They got
event,
the 360
no
cameras up top.
Yeah, that's going to be really fun to watch.
That's what's always cool too, is like the edits afterwards. Like you're tuning in. Shout out to my wife and kids back in Riverside, Steph. I know you're watching. As you know, again, seeing just so many legends behind us. So good. Massive right behind us, but just off camera, seeing again Christian Fletcher, Danny Wade down here. Got Mr. Roy, and just moths to a flame, just adrenaline junkies. You can see the big cloud of smoke hovering over Revel Surf Park right now. Again, look, like I said, the sponsors, you can see them on the side of the ramp there, GoPro, Weed Maps, Dime Industries, Dixon, of course. And Record Breakers, this is just another chapter in the Record Breaker story. That's really what is transpiring here. Everybody talks and thanks Colby, but it does take a village to really kind of put this all together and orchestrate. This isn't just thrown together, and I think that's why the adrenaline steps in and these riders are pushing.
100%. I mean, you can tell there's a different energy as to before today. It was a party. DJ was going off, people are surfing, you know, people are skating around, the river wave's going. But once we started the actual Record Breakers event, it was almost like everybody's energy heightened a little bit. I could feel the hair on the back of my neck standing up. We take a look at the Revel Surf Park. Yeah, we've got one of the kings of wave pool surfing right here, Jacob Zeke, ZK. This guy has invented some crazy tricks. Ripping surfer out of La Jolla, California. I mean, if anybody goes big in a wave pool, Zeke, he's definitely the guy to watch when you have chlorinated waves. Of course, he rips in the ocean too. He's got an awesome vlog, and this is kind of in his wheelhouse. Surf, skate, moto. Like, that's his deal, and that's our deal today.
Right.
Surf, skate, moto, BMX.
I'd love to see Grayson jump in the pool too. Go from urethane, go to the pool. Like, I've seen some crazy, you know, obviously, you know, aerial stunts. But as we are going back, we're getting some more toe in there. Kristen's up top of the ramp. Dennis Enarson goes for it. He's getting higher. Oh gosh.
That's the Matt
coming off the face.
The ode to Matt Hoffman, right?
Yep. Oh. So good. Dennis back up at the top of the ramp, and so is Kristen. Kristen, how's it up there?
The altitude up here is high, so are the vibes. Dennis, what did that no-hander lander feel like?
That's one of the funnest things I've done in a long time. Just such a smooth, beautiful ramp, and our boy David slammed, so always bad to see that, but he got up. His family walked him off, so he's gonna be good. And then just warmed it back up for Topa, because I know he's here to do some damage.
With the busted up hand. Yeah, with the busted up hand, no less. What is the view like from up there?
I'm not looking at the view, to be honest.
What do you look at?
Kind of the ramp. Yeah, making sure I'm not going over it or coming back too flat.
Spot your landing a little bit. What has this been like, watching this jam session? It's such a cool expression session.
It's amazing, yeah. Aside from David going down, it's just been nothing but fun. And bringing Morgan here to get Topa going, it's like the perfect energy that all organically happened through Colby. Colby just brings good people together, you know, from Grayson to Nathan Fletcher to Bruce Irons to this crew to Blake Wilkey. It's like, it's all just because of Colby's energy. It's a bunch of good people ripping.
So good. The climate up here is amazing. And behind us, Andrew Topa getting a little massage from Morgan Wade. I spoke with Topa earlier. He landed that 15-foot flare. He is ready to replicate it, try something new. I'm excited to see what Topa brings in this final run.
There's massages up there?
What?
There are.
I gotta go.
Oh, we're in the wrong place.
Dude, what?
I love how chill these guys are. Yeah, we did have a slam just a bit ago, but these guys, again, you can tell they love it.
Transition from the ramp to the dirt.
Yeah, it's just getting
they almost bail.
Oof. Oh, geez.
We good? That hurt. He's safe. And again, keep in mind, Topa, he's got stitches in his hand. That's again, what, 50 feet? He was almost damn near the top. About 45 feet. Look at this. What?
Whoa. I mean, when you're attempting tricks this big, every mistake is magnified by 10, right? You see just a little bit overextended on the flare.
Yeah, just one more little scotch, and he bailed out. I mean, if he held on the bike, you know, pushed the bike away.
I mean, for how gnarly that slam was, that was kind of considered best case scenario, right? Like, that could have been bad.
All right. Yeah. What are we looking at here? Look at reviewing the footage. Morgan and Topa.
These guys are brave as they are tough.
Is he showing him what he did wrong so he could refine it? Or is he saying, like, that was sick, I'm glad you're okay?
It's like when you watch a golf swing, but this is way cooler than golfing.
What's your goal you're shooting for?
Yes, there's more at risk.
I'm gonna get it again.
Get it again! Come on now.
Frank the Tank, fill it up again.
Dude! Dude!
No, did I rip the shirt?
Dan the Tire Man tuning in, X-Comp, Brent. Dude, dude, I'm getting all these messages from homies watching. I love this. Is Dune watching? I saw I just called you.
Everybody's watching.
Dude, everybody's watching.
Yeah.
Tell your grandma. Grandma, meatloaf.
Watching.
What's she doing back there? Throw some meatloaf in the oven. Let's go. We're about to cook. Again, just ramping up the appetizers, going to the entrees. All thriller, no filler, record breakers. Topa going in again, stitches in hand. The pull in, the toe in, goes at it, tries to nail it.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I mean,
let's just lay out, make sure.
We know how gnarly these sports are.
Do we have eyes on them? Do we have eyes on them? They're applauding.
Yeah, there's cheers behind us.
Can we get cameras on them?
Yeah, he's standing up. I mean, just again, further example of how gnarly this is. That was.
He just wanted it.
Terrifying. he's walked it off.
All right. Having some words with Skinny there. Dude, what a great expression session, BMX, dude. And we ended with that just to show you how sketchy it is. But these guys just, again, the adrenaline starts to get going. You're around your homies. Why not?
Well,
Why not?
That was pretty much worst case scenario, but he walked out of it, so best case scenario in the end.
The Peraza boys, Wade, Enarson, and Topa, dude. Let's take a look back. So sick. What went down? Look at quickly. Roll the tape.
Yeah.
Roll the tape. And you guys, production, roll the tape. Let's take a look at some of these highlights, man.
That'll be on the
Unreal.
gram. That'll be on the gram in a minute. It should be. Main page. There's that perfect flare right there. That's how he started this jam. I mean, just, again, perfection.
My baby's on the level, dude.
And then things get a little wild.
No chain on Morgan Wade's bike.
The beard and mustache combo saved his face.
Peraza slams, he gets up. This is Dennis Enarson going massively above that deck. Wow. 50 feet from the, you know, from the windows to the walls, dude. So sick. Amazing.
Oh, Zeke.
Yo.
Yeah, Zeke.
Getting pitted over there.
Top
Who's
shot.
that again?
Zeke. JK. Off the chain. He must have named his vlog after what Wade just did.
Little less dangerous in the wave pool.
Jacob's AK just drove here this morning from La Jolla, California, to rip this wave pool. You know, again, we want to make sure that for our audience, anywhere they look, they're seeing something cool.
So on brand, La Jolla with the rusty board, like just so classic. You gotta love it. The sun's setting, and you know, obviously we're just gonna keep building up to eventually we're gonna party with All-American Rejects. Absolutely on brand with what they did in 25. They do. I don't know if you've seen it, but and everybody's like, oh, do I know the music? Last night I was playing the music to a homie. They're like, yeah, I know that one. Yeah, I know that one. If you go to like whatever you listen to,
they got hits.
It's sick.
They got hits.
So they got hits, dude. Swing, swing, like just banger after banger, just fun, dude, and that adds to it. But you know, as we progress, again, from Grayson to BMX to now we're going four wheels.
We're talking 4 to 2 to 4.
Yeah.
Math.
Equal. Yeah.
So much math.
You know what? Let's just stick to it. But we were intended to have Alan Ampudia. And if you don't know who Alan Ampudia is, legend south of the border. Their family, they know how to race. They've raced with the Block family. They've won down in the desert, the Score Series, Best in the Desert, Mint, all that. So let's take a look. Alan Ampudia was intended to be here. Luckily, he walked away from it, but let's take a look. He was testing south of the border, and things went a little south.
My name's Andrew Topa, and I'm a pro BMX rider. Mostly ride dirt, but I pretty much ride everything. We're out here right now, warming up, getting ready for this Record Breakers event. Every Record Breakers event so far has been absolutely crazy. It's live in person, you know, you get to see it done first go. I'm gonna get towed into the 18-foot quarter for moto, and I'm going for the highest flare ever done on BMX. I'm going to pretty much go for 20, 25 feet. To take off on the moto ramp, to do the world's highest flare on BMX, I'm definitely gonna have to get pulled in by a dirt bike. Not sure exactly how fast I'm gonna go yet, but I'm going out there a couple days early. That way I can get a couple practice hits in before the actual event. And yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Obviously, just a little bit of thing, and that's how this event's been going. As I was talking about Island Ampudia, we're supposed to have Topa. Given Topa,
we need to give him extra props right there.
Absolutely.
For that slam.
Like I said, snitches get stitches. Nah, dude, BMX cats get them, and they go for it, and they send it. So you had to give Topa a little back-end love there, as now we are moving into Alan Ampudia. Alan Ampudia, unfortunately, again, crashed his ride, so we called an audible, called some homies, and they are absolutely weapons. So, again, now let's take a look. Alan Ampudia.
I'm going to be jumping my trophy truck for a very long distance. Gonna go out, do a couple of tests, just make sure the suspension setup and the jump and everything's gonna be okay. Been working with my dad really closely. We just spent literally all day the other day out there on site looking at the jump that was just built. We have a great group of guys, really confident in what we're doing. And I think we're gonna be hitting the jump about, I think around 60, 65, which is, I mean, for me, is not too fast. Once you pull up and you see the jump, you're like, oh man, like this is a big gap. I think the gap is like 120 feet just to clear it. It's definitely a little intimidated, but once they tell me to go and it's showtime, you know, you don't really think about how nervous you are and what you're gonna do is just nail the script. I went for the first test run, went a little too far. I went like 30 feet over, and unfortunately we ended endoing. I mean, I'm good. These trucks are built to withstand some heavy hits. I'm fine, just a little sore for sure. We'll be tomorrow, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to jump. The truck is pretty toast. Definitely did not want to come short. That was the one thing I told myself I was not gonna do. You know, we're taking risk out here. It's part of the game. See you guys soon.
Come on.
Did you hear the giggle, dude? He got out of the truck. Yeah, just did. Like, golly gee. And again, that is that X factor. Like, again, TP, Travis Pastrana, Hoffman, these legendary names, right? Bob Burnquist, like, doing Mega Skate, you know, Danny Way. The giggle. That's what Alan just did. Thankfully, he walked away, but the truck has seen better days.
Yeah, that was a hectic crash. Thank goodness that he was able to actually just climb out of the truck and jump down, because that looked really bad. I think that came out on Instagram, where most people saw it about a week or so ago, and it was like, uh-oh, now what are we gonna do? Well, just like what happened with Laser Crawford, we call it Grayson Fletcher. Just like what happened with Alan right there, you make one call, the right person answers, and the right person says yes, which we're gonna see coming up very soon.
Yeah.
I'm excited because I saw some of the warm-ups, and this is gonna blow your mind. I mean, I don't know much about trophy trucks and trucks jumping and freestyle pre-running, but from what I've seen in practice, this might be my new favorite thing in the world.
Dude, well, that's, again, King of the Hammers is coming up next week. I'm actually going to be out there. Let's get you out there, dog.
Oh, man.
Dude, I mean, King of the Hammers is insane. So these drivers actually literally are going back to Johnson Valley tomorrow. So, again, we have two absolute weapons. Their vehicles. We have 2 degrees of builds here. We have basically a pre-runner and then a purpose-built, long-travel, insano machine driven by Blake Wilkey. He's on the X-Comp. Blake Wilkey, if you don't know, did you ever see that video? It's known because he did do some time. Did you ever see that video of that Baja Bug rip around downtown San Diego?
I did, yes.
That was that
Big
dude,
fan. Okay.
Blake Wilkey.
Well, then I'm a fan of Blake.
Blake looks like an off-road Spicoli. Really good dude from San Diego. Paul's from San Diego as well. They're, you know, again, a lot of talent out there in El Cajon, Ramona, just like kind of, let's call it the east side.
Yeah.
You know, and again, these guys are just maniacs behind the wheel, the machines they built themselves. So let's take a look at a little video here highlighting the drivers, the vehicles, and basically what they're bringing here.
I got the call from Colby, and they said, hey, we got this big ass jump. Yesterday, Alan and Pudia wadded his shit. And I was like, dude, that sucks. And he's like, do you want to hit it? And I'm like, abso-freaking-lutely, what are we talking here? So here we are.
With record breakers calling me, I had mixed emotions. I'm not gonna lie, after Alan's crash, thank God he's okay, I was a little bit nervous.
Gave me the chills and was like, dang, should I really do this? Because I hadn't seen the footage yet after I already committed.
I've analyzed it from a physics standpoint, all the equations, mathematics.
Paul calculated all that stuff out with like math and whatnot, and I was just gonna go send it.
It's just pretty awesome that Record Breakers is kind of bringing me in not only to jump the jump, but they're allowing my input. I don't know if I would go hit a jump without any input.
We are out here today and we found a jump that had a much sketchier lip and run-in, and we went 191 feet.
It just goes to show you how good Blake is, because he can come out here and he hasn't really ridden Ocotillo that much in the TT Bug.
This one behind me, Jaws, AKA the TT Bug. It's a trophy truck that's one of a kind.
For him to just come out here and just hit all the same jumps like it's nothing, it's like he's just got that skill set, so.
I feel for Alan, and I'm glad that he's okay. To fill his shoes for this, it's an honor, man. But I'm excited to see everyone. I'm excited to see how far we can go. Let's run it. Let's go send it.
Yo, the crowd here, again, sold out, 2,500 people. What's that?
I was mesmerized by the crowd.
Yeah, we both kind of just spaced out. Like, I'm looking over here. I think that's the singer from All American Rejects. He's just mingling in the crowd over here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that, that's sick. Like, homeboys right there.
All the stars are here.
Catching a vibe right now.
Well, you know, we watched that piece,
so good.
And we saw Paul Fisher, your All-American Sender. That's one of the sickest Instagram handles.
It is pretty sick.
And he is driving a pretty rad 1997 Ford F350. Yep. It was originally designed and constructed by Dirt King. And this is a guy who is a civil engineer as his day job. So, you know, we've been talking about math and measurements and all that, but I love his approach. It is calculated. You know, you can tell when he's running at the jump and he's flying, it's like, oh, this guy must be fearless. Well, he is fearless, but he's also super smart about what he's doing. He actually graphed out all the scenarios on his phone in CAD. So that shows us that this is a guy who knows exactly what he's doing. And this is the type of truck that you would see like at a stoplight here in Mesa, Arizona, and you'd go, oh, that's a pretty cool truck. He's gonna take that truck and fly at least 90 feet. So it's a 12-foot lip. The landing's 14 feet, so it's just a slight step up. But, you know, they're going to be going over 200 feet. So if you go past 220 feet, that's bad.
Yeah.
You do not want to go past 220 feet.
There's a sweet spot.
Yeah.
There's a sweet spot. You don't want to obviously case the landing. You don't want to come up short. And also this, we have two different degrees of builds. So he subtly called it, you know, like you said, your F350 and then the TT. That's a trophy truck. That's why I say long travel. That thing really absorbs a lot. I'm talking about Blake Wilkey's bug. But Paul's All-American Center F350, that is what you call a pre-runner. That's a truck that literally, it pre-runs races before they take their trophy trucks out. It kind of goes and scopes out like turns and things and spots and all that. So two very different degrees. I'll tell you what, Paul is going to feel the impact a lot more than Blake Wilkey. Wilkey's got the long travel suspension, the remote reservoir. So that's a purpose-built truck. He's literally taking Blake, again, going back to Johnson Valley, King of the Hammers this weekend. You have many different classes, Ultra 4 racing, you have 4,600, you got, Blake has different degrees of bugs too, which is really cool. But Paul is gonna feel that landing if he misses a lot more than Blake, and that bears repeating. But we can see, look at there, it is. The TT bug in the parking lot.
Yeah, this is, again, not normal.
He's doing a drive-through at the coffee shop, past the porta potties.
I love this angle, too.
Nobody come out of that porta potty.
No, that would be bad timing. I love that they said they're at Ocotillo Wells. To me, that's like, you know, you think of the OGs, right? Mickey Thompson Off-Road Championship, they're in the stadiums. These guys are kind of like street skaters. You know, they're in Ocotillo Wells, freestyle pre-running. They're filming video parts. You got to check out Paul Fisher's YouTube. It's called Flight School. That's his series. We're not talking about Paul Fisher, the DJ, because I don't think he is Paul Fisher, the DJ, is fearless enough to jump 200
Paul
feet.
Fisher?
Yeah, this is Paul Fisher, the All-American sender. But right now, to open us up for our second four-wheeled activity, Blake Wilkey, and he has some of the coolest video parts that we've seen, and they're all over. Both these guys are all over YouTube, but it's going to be really cool to see them live. No editing, you know, no
raw.
This is just go for it. Here we go.
It's on Rawville, baby. Okay, so Paul Fisher, All-American sender, going for the record. All steel cap jump. Yo, clean.
That was perfect.
Dude.
And he's going. He's going through the drive-through. He's going to go get some lunch.
He's off. He's going.
Bye, Paul.
Grab me a slice of pizza out there.
They're going to burn out.
Easy, baby. Like butter, dude. Paul is being called.
It shouldn't be that easy, right? I mean, he is so prepared that.
But not really.
Well, I guess preparation doesn't come into play when you're flying 200 feet like that. Here's the measurements too.
So there's no previous record for a steel cab truck. 220 feet max distance, average speed 60 to 65 miles per hour. And you saw that run out going into the road that whatever vehicles. All right, we're listening. So we're pulling tape, as is the term that Colby likes to use. We're going to pull tape on this because there's no previous record.
And so they basically start measuring when the back wheels leave the lip, and then when the back wheels hit the landing. That's the measurement, so back wheel to back wheel.
Well, it's like Olympic, right? The long distance jumping, whatever is the closest to the jump off point is what you get. So you kind of want to go forward. So, all right. Well, again, as we are getting ready to continue this party, Paul Fisher finishes. Kristen B, down to you, Kristen.
They're doing exact calculations right now, but he was just shy of 190. That was his goal. When I spoke with the entire team yesterday, they said he landed 180 at the desert. 200 is his ultimate goal, but being just shy of the 190, absolute perfection on his first run.
Thank you so much, Kristen. Look at that. Just so clean. And you could see, again, just the scale. I mean, this looks like a Hot Wheels track.
Yeah.
You know, you got the dirt jump. The only thing we're missing is the orange track.
It's surreal. I mean, that obviously under the hood, there's a lot going on, but that's a normal looking truck. Made to be badass.
Obviously the spare tires out back. I don't know if
he's running. Sign.
I don't know if he's running X comps or not. Yeah, I mean, this isn't exactly a sleeper, but it's got the parts that make it capable. And I just love how clean it was out of the gate. Again, the degrees of vehicles between Paul and Blake, this is more akin to something you'd see on the street. And yes, you can drive this on the street. It's just built out. It's reinforced, but it started life as F350. Of course, the Bug, that thing is not on steroids. Don't test it for drugs, because it'll definitely, you know, if this was Olympic sport, this thing is swole, dude. This thing's jacked. I mean, this
we
thing
don't drug test trucks, though, so we're good.
No, we're good.
Hey, correct me if I'm wrong, but since there was no previous record for a steel cab truck jump, we've just broken our first record here. Record breakers.
This is it. Doobie Brothers, dude. Just shredding like Michael McDonald. Yes, sir. Here we go. Blake Wilkey, ex-cops, high flying Blake Wilkey. Easy. Dude, I love Blake. Again, I've seen this dude jump over drift cars at Hyperfest. He shreds at Grid Life. He goes and does King of the Hammers. He's doing Mint 400. He's doing so many different things. This is a man of many talents, and he does it with his signature mellow style, his wavy hair, signature white teeth. He's got the heat waves on. The glasses keeping him cool. Take a look at it again.
I mean, super smooth, and the landing is, I would say, low-key. You got to thread the needle. There's containers, there's trucks back there. This is, oh, so smooth.
Oh. And like I said, you could see, do you see the fin on the back? So again, this is Shark Bug, TT Shark Bug.
If he had a cup of coffee in his cup holder with no lid, he wouldn't have spilled a drop.
Speaking of spilling it, let's spill it down to Kristen B.
Guys, Blake is in a hurry. He wants to keep this thing rolling, but it's so sick for you to be out here. What was that like for you?
Honestly, they're all chatting in the radio. I had no idea what you just said.
What was that like for you?
Smooth as butter, baby, but we're going to go way fucking bigger. Yeah.
How do you get the amplitude you're looking for?
Just squeeze the skinny pedal and hold on and pray to Jesus.
I love it, Blake. Best of luck out there. I know you want to go for that second run.
Dude.
Hold on, at Blake Wilkey. I am in the
at Blake Wilkey. Are you, new follow?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Dude, Blake's so sick. I love him, dude. We're gonna party after this. We're gonna party King of the Hammers, Johnson Valley. Again, signature heat wave shades, X-Comp tires. I love it. I grew up in Poway, so seeing the Poway on the side, I'm hyped. What a great audible. Love Alan Ampudia, what he's done for the sport and trucks. And then Blake is just on his own trip, man. Again, racing class 11. We did it with Nitro Cross. He's just such a good dude. And admittedly, like, never really hung out with Paul, but what a great compliment to tap him and to see the different degrees of trucks. Because now you're a fan, right?
Yeah, and I don't think Blake's doing math right now.
No.
You know, Paul's doing a little bit of math pre-jump.
Engineer.
I don't think Blake's doing much math. Blake's just pushing it. And it's, again, the perfect combination.
I love it.
That little snippet that showed us some of his personality.
Real quick, Morgan Wade walking over here in their height for him over here. Morgan, ledge, dude. Absolute shredder. Look at, dude, nah, just chill. Dude, you're a ledge. It was you that had the cape, right? The American flag back in the day? I told you, I knew it was Morgan, dude. Texas flag, my bad. Let me see that swellbow real quick.
Yeah, Morgan checking in here at the house set. Double swellbow, bloody face. The dude is built out of steel. He's smiling, he's laughing.
Yeah, sick, dude. You're a sicko.
There's something wrong with him, and I like it.
Yeah.
I like this guy. What an absolute beast. Throwing down. Again, the BMXers.
Yeah.
These guys, they're built different. I mean, bro's walking around covered in blood and laughing about it.
Morgan.
Here we go.
Get over here. Here we go. Paul Fisher. Whoa!
Okay.
Huge.
Things are escalating here. Things are escalating.
Absolutely. That he sent it a little more, dude. Lick the stamp. COD, cash on delivery, baby.
So if the last one was 190, that has the feel of much further.
Yeah. Well, Blake said he's stomped that skinny pedal. So let's run it back. Look at this, Mr. Fisher. No previous record, as you said. So we'll get the numbers on that, but this is an all-steel cab truck.
That thing's heavy, right?
It's super heavy.
All right.
Let's go down to Kristen B with the tape. The bar has been set, Kristen.
We're at the top.
Where are we at?
I'm going to let you guys do what you do best. What does the math look like on that?
My lady.
11. Shy. Huh?
190.
190, so a little bit closer than we were on the last run, but guys, he is in that 97 Ford F350, aiming to set the record for a steel cab truck. He launched it 180 feet in the desert. The goal here is 200. He's inching closer to that. I also can still smell the pyrotechnics in the air. He actually had fireworks launching out of the back of the truck on that run on landing.
All right. Can you hear the numbers?
Yeah, they're high numbers.
High numbers.
190 plus.
Look at this. Here it is, Fisher.
How you just go weightless in a truck this big?
Hey, you know, I don't know if we're going to throw him on camera. Morgan Wade just joining us here in the booth. What do you think of these guys, dude?
This is so sick. Like, I do like rock crawling at home. I have some old Toyotas and stuff. But this is kind of stuff's right in my alley. I don't do that kind of stuff, but this is so much fun to watch. I was talking to him before this, and he actually told me he lets go of the steering wheel before he takes off.
What?
When he goes off the lip, he wants no interaction for his, nothing from his hands.
Jesus, take the wheel?
Wow.
Yes, that's exactly what I said.
Jesus, take the wheel. Morgan Wade, look at this guy.
Let's set the
Morgan,
scene.
look here real quick. Jesus in his pocket, dude. He's got a little. Show him the swellbo, dude.
Bro,
On both
you see
sides.
it?
Look at that
You
thing.
see that one? And then there's this one.
Bro's covered in blood, dirt. You
Yeah.
got teeth knocked out.
That's old.
That's old
They're
stuff.
all fake.
Yeah, you got, you know, to see you walk away from that slam, that was like a hero moment, because not only did you scorpion straight to your head, but you got up laughing at, like a showman. But
Sicko.
how gnarly was that? Because that's not your average backyard BMX setup, is it?
No, this is really gnarly. It's really awesome to have a reason to send it. Like, this is the kind of stuff I used to do back in the day at the big contests, you know, the big ramp and all that stuff. And like, this is like, finally I have a reason to do what I do, right?
Yeah.
So I'm loving every minute of this. This is so much fun. Colby, this is so much fun that I got invited out here. I'm so stoked to see Colby do his stunt, his record, and all the other records that are going on.
Where
and
do you see it going further? Like, are we ready to do more events? Are you like, you come along for the ride?
I'd love to be along for the ride. Heck yeah.
Because again, you progressed. Again, mega ramps, here we are. I love like just the tactical pants. Like, again, oh, Blake Wilkey. Moment of silence as he's in the air. Those massive XCOM tires. I mean, they got to be 40s. I mean, those tires are massive. Again, this is a trophy truck spec. You can see the arrow deflecting the dirt there. I mean, this is a purpose-built machine. It might look like a bug. It's far from a bug. You take that skin off, it could be whatever you want. It's like an RC car, but it's a weapon.
Hey, Slug Bug Purple.
Hey. I mean, you look at this thing right here. Every kid's dream toy right there.
Oh, dude.
Full size, in real life. This is superhero stuff that we're watching right now. And again, the weightlessness that we're seeing, that to me is so incredible, because the second they leave that ramp, it's like time stands still, right? They're just floating on air. And you talk about the travel, right? The distance between the wheel. I drive a minivan, okay? So I don't know about suspension. What is happening with the wheels here?
Yeah, the long travel suspension, you know, you see the droop. It's called the droop, right? So when it goes and droops and then you just see it suck up, there's remote reservoirs that the fluid actually transitions over, because what that is, the remote reservoirs are for when you're on pace and the suspension's really working. Those remote reservoirs cool the liquid so they don't overheat, so it stays active. So that's what it is. I mean, we don't need to get into the total science.
You got really excited right there. I
did. I mean, I know a lot of these guys. A lot of the, you know, trophy truck racers. They're really good friends of mine. And again, King of the Hammer is a big event next week. Super excited for that. Morgan,
I'm so jealous I'm not out there.
Well, come on out, dog.
I'd love to, man, one of these days.
There's a passenger seat in one of these trucks.
I'll get in there in a heartbeat, dude. In a heartbeat.
Yeah, and again, the pre-runner truck there of Paul Fisher, All-American Center. Morgan, thank you so much, dude. I had to grab you. You were walking by.
Yeah.
You got, are these homies or just randoms that are hyped on you?
Those are all the homies and some randoms. Yeah, a little bit of everything, a little bit of everything.
Oh, we're going for it again! Oh,
Furthest one yet. Furthest one yet. Bro.
Relax. Okay.
Ice pack.
Let's relax.
Ice pack. Wet wipe.
Jump in the surf pool. Jump in the wave
He's
pool,
ready to
dude.
ride again. That's the crazy part, is he wants to go back and ride.
No, I'm good. I'm done.
Not today. Tomorrow.
Monday for sure. I got to go back to work.
I believe there is a jacuzzi around here somewhere.
Oh,
you have earned it, my friend.
Dude.
Everyone's like, oh, the guy with blood on his elbows, get in the jacuzzi.
Hey, shower first, please.
Yeah, please. Morgan, thank you so much, brother.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, my guy.
Dennis Enarson,
What a show.
Daddy Daycare over here right now. Look at this is totally family affair. Thanks to Morgan Wade for joining us up here. Looking at some of these points. Dude.
He went way further.
Did you see the nose start to go down a little bit?
I turned my eyes away.
All right, down to Kristen. Kristen, what's up?
Guys, 209. The American Center has done it. He has reached his goal. He said, my objective is to go 209 feet, and he landed it. He's stuck at the American Center, now holds the record for the longest distance jump in a steel cab body truck.
Absolutely, man. I love that setting a bar of uncharted territory. We're going to the moon, baby, and that's exactly what he did. Just a little bit of dirt filled, and it's here in Mesa, Arizona. Regardless, he set the barrier, he set the bar, and he exceeded it by 9 feet. He said, holy cow, dude.
And not only that, but he got a kind of a last-minute call up, too, and he answered the phone, and they said, this is what we're doing, and he goes, yes. But I got to be involved. I got to help build the jump. So he got involved immediately, and he's already broken a world record, or I guess created a new world record.
This is just another bar, another feather in his cap, another tread on his tire, more dirt in his teeth. And if you take the tires off the back, if you take the flag off, the whip maybe, this thing is a street truck. I mean, even if you live on there. But, you know, I'm a big truck guy. I got a Tundra. I love it, you know, but I love the Ford Broncos, the Raptors. You know, shout out to my boy Vaughn Gittin Jr., Lauren Healy, Bailey Camp. And here goes Blake Wilkey! Yo!
Oh, gosh.
Huge, massive, perfect. We're Golden Girls, baby. Blanche Devereaux called. Yes, sir. Well done.
Okay, so that landing, that was imperfectly perfect. He was coming on, it looked like a little bit off axis, but all four wheels, they kind of correct themselves as they land, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and again, you saw that back end squat. That's smooth, and that's what I was talking about, the degree of vehicles. Let's take a look at it here again. They're just absolute. Look at, so there's that droop, comes down a little off axis. Look at, see that. Look at the arm. Dip.
Even landing that hard, and it's not going to compress his body too bad.
You're going to feel that for sure. Yeah, you're going to feel that for sure. Let's throw it down to Kristen with Mr. Wilkey.
214 feet. Blake, you said that's about as big as you can go in this.
Yeah, broke my back. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I mean, to flat, because there ain't really much landing, and we're coming 25 feet out of the air. It was definitely a hard hit. I felt my servo kind of let loose a little bit. That means that there was excessive blow by, so it doesn't blow your pump apart. You know, we said we wanted to go over 200, and we knew we couldn't go much further than that, but it was the last jump, so we went big, and it was sick.
How fast was your heart beating?
About 69 beats per minute. Yeah. So it's pretty.
How much you've enjoyed this event, working with Paul Fisher, being able to step in for Alan Ampudiev?
I mean, Alan's a score champion, so like to take that dude's place is pretty awesome. He's a gangster. He's top notch. Super unfortunate, but very thankful for this opportunity. And I think we need a bigger landing, which is what I was asking for. But yeah.
So bigger landing means you guys will go bigger next time. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. Congratulations. Just setting records left and right out here.
Man, look at that. He's got the Camberg arms. They did double duty. Paul Fisher, like he said, SCORE. If you don't know, SCORE is a sanctioning body. They operate the Baja 1000, obviously, infamously, the 500, San Felipe, many different races. Look at, just impressing the Fletchers. That's a feat in itself, dude. You gotta love it, dude. Legends all around, dude. So stoked.
That was wild. I knew the truck jumping was going to be a spectacular part of this spectacle, and it did not disappoint. These dudes were flying, and our first major record set of the afternoon. Huge, absolutely huge.
It's great. Skinny, he's our live event announcer. He's all about behind the bars, serving time and doing some time behind bars, motorcycle aficionado. So he's our live event host, Paul Fisher. And cash, dude, no sponsors on the suit. It's so good. So again, absolute legends here. Again, Saul, you know, the Fletchers, we talk about obviously just the iconic names, and when Colby Raha sets out to do things, it's paying homage. Evil
has cool
Knievel,
friends,
right?
huh?
Travis, what's that?
Colby has cool friends, huh?
Colby has cool friends, and he gives respect where respect is due. And a big one of that is Danny Way. Danny Way has joined us here in the booth. Mr. Way, thank you so much for joining us, man.
Right on, you guys. Thanks for having me.
Dude.
It's a guy who knows something about flying large distances.
Please,
on
go
four
ahead.
wheels.
I'm just excited to be here and watch Colby, you know, make history. Pretty amazing setup here. Looking forward for this action to kick in.
Well, Danny,
sorry, real quick. You're known for riding on urethane wheels, but you know how to ride a dirt bike. You grew up obviously shredding. What do you make of this? Again, kind of colliding your worlds. Mega ramp. It's an homage to you, and it obviously he's going to go long distance, but the double combo is really a testimonial to you.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up riding dirt bikes. When I was younger, when I started making money from skateboarding, I really got into motocross. I was racing motocross. I used to ride with like McGrath and Ryan Hughes and used to go out to the, sand dunes, and I've done some of those jumps out there on a dirt bike in fifth gear, pinned wide open, and, it feels like you're flying. And then I started looking at the sand dunes when I was out there one time, and I'm like, this just looks like skate light, like the surface that we put on ramps. And I was like, God, if we could only fly like this on skateboards. And then that kind of led into the whole vision of building big ramps and trying to emulate that feeling on a skateboard. But yeah, it's that's where my inspiration came from. Was a lot of it was from knowing that feeling from jumping dirt bikes so far, and I always wanted to connect the two. And here we, have Colby going backwards and doing the jump to quarter pipe, in skateboarding.
Your body awareness is always impeccable. You know how to fall, and like you said, that started at a young age. 2 wheels, going to urethane, all that. And so let's take a look at Colby Raha, his childhood, where it started, and now here we are. Let's take a look back at Colby Raha's childhood.
I was raised up in the mountains of Palmdale in a town called Acton, California. And I grew up riding my dirt bike a few days a week minimal. And when I wasn't riding my dirt bike, I was out riding BMX. We had a ton of dirt jumps in my town. My Oma would take me to X Games every summer, and we would race motocross all year long. Growing up, getting into construction and not really having a future in motocross racing, looking at the big picture, still loved action sports, fell in love with free riding motocross. Record breakers is what the industry needs. It is the biggest jumps of all time, the furthest jumps of all time in all the action sports disciplines. Pretty excited. This is the 3rd record breakers. We started in Palm Springs, and then we did the Sturgis jump, pulled off a couple records, and going into this one, I think we're gonna pull this off. And after this, we'll set our sights on the world's biggest jump of all time to surpass Robbie Madison's distance records and Alex Harville. A lot of work, but I think with the right team and double checking everything, I think we can pull it.
right, the beautiful Grand Canyon, the horseshoe. What a backdrop here, not too far from it. As what are you gonna go shred, Chris?
I can't even step to this right here. This is Grayson Fletcher's board. This is what he just did the NBD rail on.
Yeah.
And this signifies the full circle moment we're talking about with Danny right here. So Danny, obviously, pioneer, innovator of the mega ramp. And I did not know that story, that the original inspiration for Mega actually came from riding motocross. So it must be pretty rad to see now the mega ramp ethos has been lifted to another level.
Yeah.
And I know you've been I'm a huge fan. We're all huge Colby Raha fans.
Absolutely.
And you've seen the rise of it. So put it into perspective for just, people like, we've all probably ridden a motorbike every once in a while, but for people that don't know, 80 miles an hour, dropping down to 50, flying nearly 100 feet in the air, like, put that into perspective for people who don't know, who aren't here. Like, what does that look like to you?
Well, do 80 miles an hour on the freeway and then try and picture, hitting a jump and taking off the lip of a jump at that speed, or go up onto a 10-story building and stand, or whatever, on a balcony 10 stories up and look down. And that's what you're looking at when you're at the peak of an air that high, is, it's like jumping off a building.
Yeah.
So, it's hard, to put it in perspective. That's the best I can do. But other than that, then you would have to go try this to get a full perspective on it.
How important does Evel Knievel play a role in everybody's life?
Well, massive inspiration to this sort of mindset or thinking. There's been a lot of, creative spin-offs of the Evel Knievel mindset, but of course that's the origin. Matt Hoffman was like a big inspiration to me, and he was, hugely inspired by Evel Knievel. And then once Matt put out his first, in the early 90s, he built a big quarter pipe he got towed into. And when I saw that, I always looked up to the guys that did the highest airs on the ramps and skateboarding, like Christian Asoy, as a kid. And I always wanted to own the record for the high air because it was in the Guinness books,
Oh, here we go.
Steez, right?
Yeah.
Knievel had just a style, a swagger. So Colby doubling down in the Rolls Royce. Look at this black sled, just got detailed, but why not get it dirty? And this is just adding into the legacy of breaking records, but just doing it with just a certain swag, man. And again, I remember you jumping over the Great Wall, doing the mega ramp, everything you've done, Danny, as a kid to now. You can walk in here and you're low key, and it's so sick, man. Like, I'm just enamored. I'm a fan, and you got to be too.
I'm a huge fan of so many of these guys, It's goes back and forth,
What a moment. Look at this. What a moment we're about to see. This is like showmanship at a elite level.
Your door, sir. Your door, sir. And everybody, Colby Raha has entered the building. Welcome this gentleman that is going for it. Jumping the gap to the big air, looking to go. Oh, look at this. So we understand that Team Knievel, this is a jacket that Evel Knievel wore. He signed it, and now they are passing the metaphorical torch, but it's in way of a jacket worn by the legendary Evel Knievel with, of course, he's got gold heat waves because, Evel Knievel is all about the gold, the steez. And again, this jacket is signed by Evel, and now he will carry this torch, the signature V, obviously the stars, the stripes, all American. Iconic.
I mean, and the fact that it fits him perfectly, I mean, this is like, this is something special. This is something special right here.
That definitely won up to my entrance to anything I've ever done.
Danny, come on, dude. Bill Rundle, part of the Team Knievel crew chief, talked to him a little earlier. He said they had all these jackets, and he was like, I don't want this thing, and he signed it and he threw it to. They made just a few, and this is one of them that stuck around. This is from the 80s, I believe, era is what he said.
80s era Knievel. He's riding in the desert. He says, it's too hot for this jacket.
That's what it was. I'm like, yeah. This thing's too hot.
And, this is, again, it's so fitting. We talked about Colby going from, action sports hero to absolute icon. You know, that's what we're witnessing right now.
Yep.
The transition from superstar to superhuman. And hey, if the jacket fits, wear it.
Absolutely, and it's safety equipment, dude. This is really cool. Again, the gold eagle, the gold heat waves. What do you think, Danny?
I think it's pure showmanship right there. You know, it's you know, he's definitely representing it at a very high level here.
The flag's waving, a calm amongst the wave pool. You could see where we're positioned. So giving you reference of the Revel Surf Park, the wave pool, he's gonna go over the mechanics. You can see the backside there. Those big blocks go up and then they move water. That's actually where he's going. They're not gonna pull tape on the actual landing. He's going anywhere from 250 to 300 feet. He talked about that. The big one is going up. So let's go up to the top of the landing ramp. Kristen B, again, getting that signature Evel Knievel jacket. Kristen.
Colby Raha, a literal passing of the torch here, donned with Evel Knievel's own jacket. First of all, what are you concentrating on moving into this stunt?
You know, we put in some work, we put in practice. I feel good about it, but you never know in the real deal. I got to go really far. I have a short runway, so I'm just focused on that. But you know what? I really couldn't have done it without my team. Bill Rundle here. Thank you, Bill, for being here. Just Evel Knievel's manager and the whole Evel team and family. Thank you guys, and we're here going bigger than my last one. Sturgis was a success. I broke the record for the furthest Harley-Davidson distance jump, 205 foot, and now I'm going over 250 foot, aiming for 300, and not only that, but I'm going for 100 foot off the floor. So I'm just focused on that. Stick to the plan.
What will this require of you emotionally?
Just locking in. You know, you got to focus. I'm going through a chicane over here, up and down a bunch of curbs, dodging mailboxes. It's not ideal for the runway. I don't think people understand that, but I got to nail that. Lean back like Villapoto through the gravel rocks, get all the traction I can, go as fast as I can, pull up, hopefully land perfect on this ramp, and immediately shift into quarter pipe mode and, you know, go for the world record.
A stunt inspired by Matt Hoffman, donning Evel Knievel's jacket. What does it mean to you to be etching your name in this history chain?
I'm honored to get this opportunity. I grew up, you know, watching Evel Knievel with my dad, Robbie Knievel, and guys like Trigger Gum and Robbie Madison. And to be in this position, you know, all the hard work has paid off, and I'm here to do this, and we'll see, you know, if I can pull it off. So I'm just honored to be in this position and grateful to have support from guys like, you know, the Knievels and you know, everybody in my team has got my back, so that's what it takes.
That's what it takes, guys. And again, Colby's goals are 250 feet on the distance jump and 90 on the high air attempt.
Thank you so much, Kristen, as again, just the mental preparation. I'll tell you what, I feel like we moved Rawville. We're having a hang, but it's just a different backdrop. But you got to get your mind right. Kristen asked all the great questions. Well, let's take a deeper dive into that mental state of where he needs to be in order to execute this record-breaking moment.
You can't have doubt when you're going for this type of stuff. If you're sitting on the edge of a cliff and you're staring down it, looking like, what if I fall? That's when you start feeling nervous. You're not thinking about crashing. You're just thinking about what you got to do to pull it off. Everybody asks me, how does it feel when you're 100 foot in the air, 90 foot in the air? You're not enjoying it. You're just staring at the landing because you're focused on pulling it off. Stay calm in the midst of chaos. You're doing exactly what you practice to do. It's not easy, it's a ton of hard work, checking a lot of the boxes. If you have one mechanical or one mental mess up, it is life or death. I think that's the reason why a lot of people aren't going for these records, especially in today's time with how far these distance jumps are. So that's where I think maybe I'm different from other people, is I don't get afraid of it. If something happens, and I do go down or I get hurt or worse, I'm completely okay with it because it's something that I've already set out to do. I would love to pull them off and know that I went bigger than anyone's ever gone before.
So casual. I mean, Danny, did you harness that kind of energy, or do you think it's just too calm?
No, I think I love his disposition. You know, he would, like he said, okay, I gotta lock in. I mean, I know what he means by that. There's a certain point where he's got to like disattach from what's going on around him, and then really set his sights on, and his mindset into executing what he set out to do. And that is a huge aspect of, you know, being able to either, you know, pull this off or get carried away in an ambulance, you know?
Yeah. Well, again, thank you for everything you've done here today, but more importantly, the history and the path that you've created for many other people behind you, man. So thank you so much, Danny Way.
Appreciate it, you guys. Thanks for having me on the show.
Absolute legend, man. Keep the party going. Mr. Danny Way, an absolute legend here in the building. Thank you so much. So again, the party continues here at Revel Surf Park. Colby had some words with the live audience, and again, Skinny asking him again all the right questions, getting the crowd hyped up, letting them you know, feel the emotion, and again, just all of the different perspectives from again, talking about the Fletchers, talking about the, you know, we didn't even talk about Bruce Irons, you know, him being here, just all those dudes elevating and just really moving the needle, and just again, just really hitting this now crescendo of action sports, dude. And it's just, again, we talked about at the top of the show, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, look at it. It's raging out here at Revel Surf in Mesa, Arizona. And you see the caissons behind this wave pool. That ramp, I mean, that ramp's basically in San Diego. And he's going to jump from San Diego to Arizona right now.
All right, so again, as we kick things off here, we throw it to our house announcer.
Mesa, Arizona, Revel Surf, record breakers worldwide. Put your hands together for Arizona local, Christina Childs. Mesa, American flag. Gentlemen, remove your caps as we pay homage to this great country that keeps us free. Free to dream big, free to go big, and free to break records. Ladies and gentlemen, Christina Childs.
See by the dawn's so proudly we at the twilight last brushed and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. God bless.
Give it up for Christina Childs, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Crushed it.
What an amazing, again, just moment of celebration. This is just really cool, man. And, you know, just coming into this, how do, you know, getting the call, Chris, I know you do surf, I know you do this. It's really hard to find somebody with your magnitude. You got a good vibe, you got a good chill. But coming in here, what did you expect?
You know, just seeing Colby in the Evel Knievel jacket, here in the Star Spangled Banner. I mean, this is like American hero stuff.
Yeah.
To me, it's a slice of Americana because.
What?
Oh, that's just no.
Practice, just real quick. Allen Iverson called. He talked about practice. Practice.
Well, I mean, we just saw right there his level. Right, he is so chill as he gets prepared, and the second he jumps on his bike, it's like he turns into the Terminator. That was huge. That was a test run.
Yeah,
he went massive.
He went like already. Look at, oh boy.
No, we're getting frisky out here now.
Okay, let's not get weird. Let's not get weird. All right, let's do get weird. Let's do get weird. Don't get dangerous. Well, we know what's at stake here. Colby now is taking the jacket off. He needs to make sure that his equipment is up to snuff. He's good. You can see that white line. That's showing you the center of the jump, the ramp, to kick up and over going into the quarter pipe landing. And again, take note. Danny said it earlier. Go to the edge of a 10-story building, look down, and think that's where you're falling from on this bike. It's massive. Also, we mentioned at the top of the show, and Colby mentioned a little bit here as we take another look at another practice run. 80. That's like just clean.
He makes it look so easy. And trust us when we say it is not. There are only maybe 2, 3 humans on Earth that can come even close to that. Colby Raha, he is the best of the best when it comes to high air off the quarter pipe. He's broken all the records, X Games gold, up and down. Like he's done it all. And to see him just kind of casually pushing towards 80 feet.
That's 80 feet right there. So this is why it bears repeating, dude. Bruce Irons ripping by. Again, just gotta love this. You know, Stevie, DGK in the building, Mr. Williams. Let's go. DGK. So taking a look at this, again, where Colby starts is across the street on Power Road. They're not stopping traffic. He's gonna wait for a gap.
He has to push
he has to push the crosswalk. And it'll go beep, beep, beep. So you can see, so again, he's starting on the public road, gonna wait for traffic to stop. He's gonna go over 7 curbs, 7 sidewalks. He's navigating around mailboxes. He's got all these obstacles for the run-up. In 5th gear, flat out. He also told me he's not using a speedometer. He's going off of feel. Back to the whole WUSA, just the mindset, getting locked in. So more practice, just dialing in. Ideal conditions, sunny, 80 degrees, the sun setting, look at the air time. You can count for multiple seconds before he hits that ramp.
He's floating.
So many variables. There's minimal wind, if any at all. And Colby says he wants to get this one and done. Just put his name amongst the legends, but put him in a class of his own. That's what Colby Raha came here to do. He's got his sponsors supporting him. Of course, we're talking about Dixon, Weed Maps, Bit Fortune, GoPro, Road to Recovery, Dime Industries, and of course, Record Breakers.
Wow, I mean, if that's practice, I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm all the feelings right now, and I think the crowd, I mean, you could hear literal hush tone come over the crowd right now. And there's Colby. He's going to the takeoff spot.
Yep, so he's going down the side road here. We got eyes on him. So he's literally going across Power Road, if you know the backdrop, so you can see the businesses right there. He's going across the street near the hotel. Don't know if he's staying at that hotel, but wake up the neighbors. You can see right there. They've removed some railings. They've removed 2 railings at these facilities. They moved out a mailbox. He's gonna go, look, plywood. So is he just going for it right now? Colby Raha about to break the record, going for it, one and done. The sun sets, an exclamation point. No, he runs it out, checking the speed, testing the run up. You could see the mechanisms that create the waves here at Revel Surf Park. Looks like he's giving maybe thumbs up.
Yeah, clear the decks.
What do you think, Chris?
I mean, again, that's just Colby Raha doing Colby Raha things, right? Getting the crowd whipped into a frenzy. We're all on edge. We're all ready to see this record broken. I mean, this is history right here.
This is a bike. He's not working with the manufacturer specifically, but we know he has many different bikes in the arsenal. This in particular is a Honda bike. It's a 2025 model. He just wanted something that had the power, had the torque. He's given Nux to the homies. Dude, the gold heat waves look so good. The all black kit. Raha, Dixon, again, talking about it. Weed Maps, Bit Fortune, Dime Industries, GoPro capturing the footage, and now we are looking to break a record. That's what this event is called, and this is the progression of moto.
This is so punk rock.
This is so punk.
This is so punk rock. These cars driving by, they're like, why is there a guy on a motorcycle coming off the sidewalk right now? What's happening?
So sick. And this is back to the spirit of what he really wants to do. He's just really trying to elevate not only his game, but his homies' game. So here we go. If he's feeling it, he's gonna go for it. He's gonna send it. He's going for 250 to 300 foot gap, and then he's gonna try to go for 100 feet in the air. There's another test.
So we're looking at about 80 miles an hour that he needs to reach to clear that gap. He's going to be going about 250 to 270 feet across from the takeoff to the landing. When he lands, he was saying, so this is 2 hands, 2 feet, basically everything working all at the same time to downshift, tap the brakes down to 50 miles an hour. So 80 to 50, we've all been on the freeway and you see the red lights in front of you and you have to pop the brakes. That's a pretty abrupt, you know, downshift in speed.
5th gear, he'll downshift to 4th. It gives him the right amount of torque and the right amount of momentum to get up. He's really looking to crush it. Again, he wants to get it one and done. I know as Sturgis, it took a couple tries, but this is something, an homage, a hat tip to legends like Danny Way, of course, Evel Knievel, but Matt Hoffman earlier. There's so many iconic names. Travis Pastrana, Trigger. These are names in the record books. We're on a public street and we're about to shred it. Revel Surf Park, making history. The date right now, and again, January 31st, 2026, Colby Raha going for it here in Mesa, Arizona at Revel Surf Park, going for the 250 foot. He's at pace, going for the big gap. Nose is down, clean landing, down to 4th gear. Grabs that gear, goes up, 80 feet, 90 feet, he's up there, clean landing. Colby Raha has executed what he wanted to do. He's talking about, again, that 65 feet off the deck, from floor to the ceiling. Evel Knievel and his crew celebrating Colby Raha. Chris, amazing run. He did what he wanted to do, and it was just so easy.
That was shocking. That was shockingly easy for Colby Raha.
I'm ready to do it again.
The family, the crew, everybody cheering him on.
They know how good he is. They don't look worried one bit.
Oh, I believe that's his mom, and I don't know if you've seen it, they broke a record of her on the back. the furthest of a 2-person rider jump. Go ahead, roll that tape. Take a look at it later.
Shot right here. What a moment.
What?
Yeah, let's run this back.
He said one and done.
Let's run it back.
One and done. Colby. He said he was just going to do it once.
Hey, the ramps are here. The fans are here. Colby's here. What do you think's going to happen?
Why not? That is, again, the question that we ask, and the answer is because we can. Yo, Colby, congratulations. But again, just going bigger, badder, gnarlier. And look at the wave sets. The sun is setting. All-American rejects after this.
He's got a secret message he wants to let the world know right now.
All right, guys. So here's the deal. Coming into this thing going that fast, it's very hard to judge the speed. I don't know how high I went, but I really believe I can go higher. So I think I'm gonna give it another go right here, and I'm not holding back. We got Danny Way in the house. Danny Way, the mega ramp master. inventor. I'm doing this inspired by him, and here we go. Let's do it.
Actions speak louder than words.
Oh my gosh, I got chills.
Did you?
Yeah, I mean,
It's sick. This is progression, man. These are the moments, and I'm humbled to be part of it. Obviously, we've never worked together. You know, longtime fan, first-time caller. I'm stoked, man. Just, this is such a cool, iconic event.
I mean, we're like kids right now. We're like when Colby Raha was a kid, when he saw Evel Knievel jumps. That's us. We're teenagers right now, just freaking.
This is just to give you the sheer scope of what he's doing. 100 yards. Football field, you know it. Super Bowl next weekend into big kicker. Look at this.
10-story building.
10-story building, as you said. Airing it out. Dude, what? I'm in awe. I'm in awe. This is the exclamation point. And the All-American rejects after this. This is, I like what he said, punk rock, dude. My feet are on the table, dude. I'm a fan.
I mean, this is the stunt world, right? This is something totally different. We used to only see this once a decade. You know, you heard that Evel Knievel was going to jump something, and everybody, the world stopped to watch that. Then Robbie Knievel started jumping. You know, then you guys like Robbie Madison. But these things only happened, like I said, once a decade. So you're literally watching history right now, and that first run, 100 feet, a football field jump, making it look so easy. And I love that he said right there, I can go higher. I know I can do it. So just with the finger in the air, he says, let's run this back. The crowd went absolutely berserk. They're definitely getting their money's worth today. Thank you, Colby Raha.
Dude, so sick. Dude, look, I mean, beautiful backdrop. We're in public streets. This is so sick. Waiter, hey, can I, margaritas over here? Okay, there you go. There you go.
Oh, and he's
now we're just lamping, dude. We are Jake Chillenhard. That's my favorite actor, Jake Chillenhard. All right.
So I love that. Even though Revel Surf, this compound is huge, even a place this big cannot contain Colby Raha. We need to take over the streets. You said it, like the Doobie Brothers said. We're taking it to the streets with Colby Raha right now.
Dude. Despite all my rage, Colby is just a rat in a cage, but he can't be harnessed. All right, Colby Raha, public streets.
This guy in the white truck's like,
clear to
go
send.
ahead.
Is he gonna do another speed check, or is this going bigger, badder, and bigger? Breaking records. Colby Raha, 250 plus feet. Nails the landing. Down to fourth gear. Goes for bigger jump. 80, 90, massive. Lands it. Yes, sir. And that was bigger. That was bigger. You saw him flare out a little bit more. And that looked sketchier, which complements exactly to his point. He knew he could do it. And Colby Raha did it once, but he bested it with the second run. Raha is in the record books, and he is officially a record breaker.
And perfect timing, too. The moon is starting to rise behind us. He literally jumped over the moon. That is not superlative. This guy, okay. Icon, should we have a vote? Are we now in official icon territory for Colby Raha?
Colby Raha is a record breaker icon. He has done it. High fives, smiles. That is the biggest gift right there, that he can have a high five after we know what the stakes are. Any critical small mistake, he's injured. Or he's, you know, I mean, we know the stakes. You hate to say it, but the event, as far as the stunts go, is a wrap. We have All-American rejects for the fans in the building. We're going to introduce them, but the real star of the show here, Colby Raha right now, and the stage is the sky. So we throw it down to Kristen B with the newest record breaker. Kristen? Well, you can see just everybody celebrating Colby as we take a look at it again. Look at that, over multiple curbs, the plywood, all of this orchestrated, but he is the lead singer, he's the backbeat, he's the bass player, and he is the star right now. He is an absolute ledge, an icon, as you said, Chris.
That angle is incredible.
That slam.
And this one, you just see the sheer speed and velocity that he landed going straight towards the quarter pipe. And I like that he identified as he landed in the first one, stopped a little quick, but that one, he full send.
All right, let's throw it back down to Kristen B. Kristen.
Colby, all the late nights, the injuries, the setbacks and comebacks have now put you in a position to break yet another world record. How are you feeling in this moment?
Yeah, I'm just glad I'm safe. That was a hell of a ride. I jump in the whole pool was crazy, coming in from across the street, and I came in so fast that last jump, my suspension, I felt my forks click off this 30-foot takeoff ramp, and I actually had to throw the bike sideways and do a Euro to bring it back, and I landed crooked and rode it out. I was shooting for 100. That's going to have to be in the future because I think I went up to about 90. We're going to review the tape, but we know that as long as I'm over 80, that was an official world record for not only the air off the top of the coping, but also the air off the floor. And I hope I gave everybody a good show because that was probably the craziest thing I've ever done.
In moments like that where you really have to dig deep, what are you telling yourself?
I'm just relying on the work we put in. I mean, we've been practicing this, me and my team, out of my property, and in the distance ramps. We put in the work, so we have a good shot at landing it, but really to just shut it all off and focus in, it takes a lot, and I'm not thinking about crashing. I'm thinking about getting that world record, and that's what we did.
Guys, Colby, a legend in the making, an icon. He wants to say more.
I just want to thank the companies that support us at Record Breakers here at this event. Bit Fortune, Weed Maps, Dime Dixon, GoPro, Stay 48, Road to Recovery. We really couldn't have done it without these sponsors coming in and backing us on this. So still a new thing here. We're going bigger and bigger. I want to thank Eric Sorensen helping me put this together. Him, the team. We have a lot of people, Ray Ibe, everybody included. We got, we got Danny Way himself here supporting, and Bruce Irons right here, the whole squad, man, the Fletcher family, everybody involved put this together. This was an awesome event. Pulled it all off. So thank you to everybody involved, and thank you to everyone that came out here to support and show up here live, everyone watching at home. Hell yeah, guys. Thank you. Everybody, thank you, and give it up to Evel Knievel, the inventor here, and his family and crew as well. So thank you, guys. Hey, we're not done. We got the All-American rejects, so let's have some fun. Danny Way, what do we got?
Framed, ready to go for your wall? There you go, brother.
Here it is. Thank you, guys. This is what it's all about. All the hard work pays off. So thank you, Danny Way. You created the mega ramp, and this is my version of it in moto. So thank you.
Honor, brother, to be here to watch you to do this.
Thank you to my crew, Wyatt, Randy, Sean Taylor. The guys put in crazy hours. Bill Rundle. I mean, these guys are out here working the tractors non-stop. So thank you to these guys. Randy, Tyson, these guys have been with me from the beginning, and we got more coming. So I said if I rode this one out safe, that I was setting my sights on the furthest ever distance jump of all time, and that's what I'm doing now. I can breathe, and I'm setting my sights on the biggest distance jump ever.
Let's go, All-American Rejects.
All right, let's go, All-American Rejects. Let's just rock this shit. Thank you, guys. Let's do it.
Thanks, brother.
One time, put it up, the hands together for Colby Raha. One time, let's hear ya. Record breaker.
Gotta love it. You know, that's the payoff, man. That's it. it's not just about that piece of paper. It's about just absolutely scratching your name amongst these legends. So congratulations. It started with him rolling in with style. He got the Evo Knievel jacket, and it ended with just a smile on his face. And that's exactly what you want to see.
You know, that's got to be the most iconic leather jacket that's ever been made.
Yep.
And it's fitting that it was passed off to Colby. That opening jump, absolute perfection. Here's where the speed check went down, and here's where I feel like probably right about there in the air, he's thinking, all right, I got more.
Yeah. Yeah, look at, you see how he quickly manipulated, and he talked about the shock just slamming down and clicking. That's maxing it out on that landing. So there it is, getting that toe just to that 90-foot mark. That is so massive. Go to a 9-story building and look over the edge. If you're at a hotel, you're on the 9th floor, boop, look out your window. Take a, you know, however heavy bike you ride and throw it down there.
Well, you know what's cool too is now he's taking the notes, right?
Yeah.
So he was pretty close to the edge on the landing ramp. So maybe next time he's gonna extend that. Like, oh, this is all a work in process, but we got a broken record today, which is incredible.
Unbelievable. Don't go anywhere. Colby Raha, like he says, let's get this shit going. So, you know, he used it, so I use it. We'll take a short break. When we come back, All-American Rejects. Keep this party going. Don't go anywhere here at Revel Surf Park.
We have disrupted the whole e-bike market with our three-wheelers. But what do we make next?
I'm on